a part of Manipal Academy of Higher Education. On behalf of the entire Mahe family, I am truly delighted to extend a heartfelt welcome to each one of you to the special occasion Arambh, the BTech Orientation Program at MIT 2025. We are deeply honored by your presence this morning. I'm thrilled to witness such an enthusiastic and energized gathering. A warm welcome to all those stepping onto our campus for the first time, your eyes filled with curiosity and your hearts brimming with enthusiasm and ready to embark on the journey of becoming the next torchbearers of this esteemed institution. We trust you'll soon discover that you are now a part of dynamic, inspiring, and truly vibrant community. On this bright and vibrant morning, I, Dr. Yashaswini K.A., a host, and my co-host, Dr. Rashmi, accompanied by Ria, a new member humanoid, feeling honored to serve as your host for today's occasion. It brings us a great joy to extend a warm welcome to the incoming batch of first-year engineering students of our esteemed institution. Firstly, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to all the students for securing admission into MIT Bengaluru through your sheer grit and dedication, standing out among countless aspiring candidates. As you take the significant first step in your academic journey, it's our responsibility to provide you with meaningful guidance and insights to ensure a successful beginning. Manipal Institute of Technology is the largest constitute institution of Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Bengaluru, an off-campus center committed to holistic education through world-class infrastructure, highly qualified faculty, and nurturing, inclusive environment. Mahe has earned a reputation as one of India's most prestigious private universities, recognized for its academic excellence, innovation, and research. We are dedicated to delivering top-quality education that inspires ambitions, sparks innovation, and shapes the future of every student here. We take immense pride in Mahe being recognized as an Institute of Eminence by MHRD, Government of India, and in achieving the 4th position in the NIRF ranking among universities across the nation. The objective of this program is to familiarize you with the academic framework and institutional guidelines followed at MIT, as well as the rules and regulations of Mahe. Additionally, it aims to introduce you to the wide range of co-curricular, extracurricular, and hostel facilities available to you at MIT. Before we begin, we must always remember the roots from which we have grown. As we embrace this new beginning, we pay tribute to the remarkable legacy of Mahe, a legacy born from the unwavering dedication and vision of our founder, Padma Shri late Dr. TMA Pai, a distinguished physician, educationist, banker, and philanthropist. Dr. Pai was a true pioneer whose visionary foresight transformed the once barren hilltop of Manipal into a thriving center of excellence in Indian education. The institutions founded by Dr. Pai stand as timeless testaments to his visionary dream, inspiring generations and illuminating the path for countless students. His unwavering commitment to quality and inclusive education not only gave rise to the university town of Manipal, but also left an enduring impact on countless lives, reshaping the fabric of higher education in India. Hereby, we are happy to present you the journey of Mahe, led by our founder, Dr. TMA Pai, to mark his fond memories.
all of 23, newly married, a fresh medical graduate, and looking forward to a new life. Young Madhava Pai had just sold some of his wife's jewelry to buy surgical instruments from Germany. He was all geared up to leave India and practice surgery in Hong Kong. He had debts to repay his uncles, who financed his medical education, and a large family, including his aged mother, to support. But that was not to be. Destiny had other plans for young Madhava. When he approached his mother for her blessings, she reminded him of his duty to his motherland and his fellow people. You must search things where they have fallen. You must earn in your own land. With these words as his war cry, Tonse Madhava Anant Pai set out to achieve what many will call impossible. The seed of Manipal was thus sown.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Walking together, we've come this far. It all began in the gleam of a great man's eye, in the light of his innermost soul. He believed that this was his ultimate goal. Inspired by life, inspired by life. For the sky is not the limit, 'cause there are footprints on the moon. Inspired by life.
His infectious zeal propelled him to serve his own people, and he set a goal of transforming, empowering, and nurturing lives through education, healthcare, and banking, the most basic aspects of social upliftment. High schools in every village, small-scale industries like dyeing and weaving, sawmills that provided employment, institutes of higher education, rural banking. There was no area that he left untouched. Along with his brother, he started Syndicate Bank with a motto, "No man is too small for our bank."
Syndicate Bank has got a new philosophy. It is a small man that ultimately contributes to the greatness of an institution. There must be an institution to collect a small savings of the people who are in millions in our country.
He even started a Hindu orphanage during the days of our freedom struggle, as many children were being orphaned due to the dismal life expectancy of just 27 years. He brought sheer joy to the lives of the underprivileged. His relentless efforts transformed the barren land of Mannupala to the exciting Manipal University Township. Dr. TMA Pai was passionately driven. He even said all that he was doing was not work, but fulfilling the vision of the Almighty to serve the needy. His sense of social responsibility was complete. He had a belief that the common man had a lot of common sense, and if channeled into productive work, he can be made beneficial to man and society. His idea of vocational training leading to employment was a far-fetched idea. But Dr. Pai was thinking out of the box, ahead of his times. Just like the idea of starting India's first private, self-financing medical college at a time when the country badly needed professionally qualified doctors. Kasturba Medical College, established in 1953, provided equal opportunities for all to study medicine. The Manipal Institute of Technology took birth in 1957, followed by a string of other institutions.
I have been traveling with him in the establishment of so many high schools and colleges. And it was a great experience for me. He was a man of practicality. He didn't want everything to be done by the government. And he used to go forward, taking along with him his followers and friends.
Featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not, for establishing the maximum number of institutions in one lifetime, TMA Pai was a man of values, uncompromising in his integrity and honesty of word, deed and purpose. One of the biggest reasons for his success was his availability to all. His simplicity, friendliness and sympathy for those in distress. He has set the path of social responsibility on which we are continuing our journey.
To me, it's the most beautiful thing he had done. He never thought that there was a failure. The word failure did not occur in his dictionary. Here is a man that God had perfected. And I always keep saying, the moment he told his mother, Zaitko Ama, which means okay mother, Manipal was born.
Today, as we carry forward the mantle of his vision and values, we remind ourselves that life itself was his continued inspiration.
Inspired by legend, driven by his vision that the sky is no limit, 'cause there are footprints on the moon.
Learning from life and giving back to it, we serve millions and touch the lives of many more.
We transform, empower, nurture and care. As we spread our wings wider and we grow even bigger, inspired by his legend, driven by his vision, we can proudly say we will soldier on forever, shine ever brighter, soar even higher in our journey of excellence. Inspired by life, inspired by life. Oh, the sky is not the limit, 'cause there are footprints on the
Footprints on the moon.
We are inspired by life.
'Cause there are footprints on the moon.
An incredible journey captured very beautifully. Thanks for the video. Dear students, today marks the beginning of a new chapter in your lives, the first step in shaping your future. It's the moment to channel your energy, focus your effort, and set your sights on achieving your dreams and aspirations. This day is filled with enthusiasm, hope, and joyful anticipation as we welcome vibrant, eager young minds into our institute. It is truly a celebration of new beginnings and boundless potential. Once again, it's me, Dr. Yashaswini K.A., a host, and my temporary co-host, Ria, a humanoid, presenting Arambh. For the inaugural ceremony of the orientation program, we are privileged to have with us today our chief guest, Mr. Elavarasu Krishnan, Vice President, Dell Technologies, Bengaluru. Welcome you, sir. We are equally honored. Welcome you, sir. We've equally honored to have our guest of honor, Professor Madhu Veera Raghavan, Pro Vice Chancellor, Mahe. Welcome you, sir. Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, Additional Registrar and Director Administration, Mahe Bengaluru. Welcome you, sir. We also extend a warm welcome to Dr. Ivan Jose, Director of MIT Bengaluru. Welcome you, sir. Ms. Sarita Vijayanagar, Chief Student Officer, Mahe Bengaluru. Welcome you, ma'am. Dr. Prema KV, Associate Director, MIT Bengaluru. Welcome you, ma'am. Dr. Dayanand P., Dean, School of Computer Engineering, MIT Bengaluru. Welcome you, sir. Dr. Manjunath MS, Head of the Department, Science and Humanities. Welcome you, sir. Dr. Ramaswamy S., Head of the Department, ENC. Welcome you, sir. Mr. Ekalavya, sir, Deputy Director, Corporate and Engagement and Career Service. Welcome you, sir. We are pleased to welcome all Mahe officials, Head of the institutions from various Mahe Bengaluru units, Head of Department, Assistant Directors, and esteemed faculty members of MIT for joining us and gracing this special occasion. To begin anything in the right spirit, we must begin with gratitude and prayer. It is a cherished tradition in our culture to seek the blessings of the Almighty before embarking on any new journey. To invoke divine grace of this auspicious beginning, I now invite Ms. Bhavana of MIT to lead us in prayer. Dear all, we kindly request you to remain seated during the invocation.
बालगजानन शङ्कर तनयना तों तना तना धीं 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 तननन धीं 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 तननन तों तना तना ಗೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಕಾಲ್ಗಳ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ದನಿದನ ನಾಕದ ನುಡಿದಿದೆ ತಂಬುರ ವಾದನ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಕಾಲ್ಗಳ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ದನಿದನ ನಾಕದ ನುಡಿದಿದೆ ತಂಬುರ ವಾದನ ಶಂಕರ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ಷಣ್ಮುಖ ಸನ್ನತ ಶಂಕರ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ಷಣ್ಮುಖ ಸನ್ನತ ಕುಣಿದರೆ ತನಿಸುವ ಸುರಗಣ ತನ್ಮನ ಬಾಲಗಜಾನನ ಶಂಕರ ತನಯನ ತೋಂ ತನ ದೇವಮಾನವರ ಮೌಲ್ಯದ ಚಿಂತನ ಸತ್ಯ ಧರ್ಮಗಳ ವಿಜಯದ ಔತಣ ದೇವಮಾನವರ ಮೌಲ್ಯದ ಚಿಂತನ ಸತ್ಯ ಧರ್ಮಗಳ ವಿಜಯದ ಔತಣ ಏಕದಂತನ ಪರಮ ಪುನೀತನ ಏಕದಂತನ ಪರಮ ಪುನೀತನ ಮೋದಕ ಹಸ್ತನ ತೋಂ ತನನತನ ಬಾಲಗಜಾನನ ಶಂಕರ ತನಯನ ತೋಂ ತನ ಧೀಂ 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 ತನನನ ಧೀಂ 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 ತನನನ ತೋಂ ತನ ತೋಂ ತನ Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bhavana.
Good morning, everyone. Namaskara, and a very warm welcome to you all. I am Ria, your humanoid host for this morning's orientation program here at MIT Bangalore. Well, I will be your temporary host for now. My co-host will be joining me shortly. I thought I would pitch in and get us started rather than keep you waiting, and I appreciate your patience. Let us now begin this significant day by invoking light, a symbol of knowledge, purity, and new beginnings. As the ancient texts say, Tamaso Maja Tirgamaya, from darkness, lead me to light. This ceremonial lighting of the lamp marks the formal beginning of our academic journey together and signifies the dispelling of ignorance through the illumination of wisdom. I now invite my fellow companion to present the dia for this auspicious occasion. May I now request 5 of our freshly inducted students, our bright torch bearers of tomorrow, to kindly come forward and join me on stage to light the ceremonial lamp.
शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः
Thank you so much. That was truly a graceful start. Now, I take this honor to invite our distinguished guests and dignitaries to the stage for the floral tribute to our visionary founder, Dr. TMA Pai, whose mission and foresight continue to inspire generations. May I request the following dignitaries to kindly step forward. Our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Ilavarasu Krishnan, Vice President Dell, Dr. Madhu Veeraraghavan, Pro Vice Chancellor, Mahe Bengaluru, Dr. Ivan Jose, Director, MIT Bangalore, Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, Additional Registrar and Director Administration, Ms. Saritha Kama CSO, and all other dignitaries present with us this morning. Please join us on stage for the floral tribute, and thereafter, kindly occupy your designated seats on the dais. Let us rise to this moment of reverence and gratitude. Thank you. I will take a leave now.
Thank you, Ria, for being a wonderful co-host and for seamlessly contributing to the flow of this special event during my absence. With the divine light of knowledge guiding us, let us move ahead with renewed enthusiasm, optimism, and unwavering commitment to the knowledge of success. Now, I would like to introduce our beloved director of MIT Bengaluru, Dr. Ivan Jose, whose inspiration and vision is guiding us to climb heights in the field of education. Dr. Ivan is a distinguished academic leader with extensive expertise in engineering and biosignal processing. He earned his bachelor degree in electronics and communication engineering from Karnataka University, Dharwad, and completed his master's in biomedical engineering with the specialization in biosignal processing from MIT Manipal. He obtained his PhD in bioscience and bioengineering from IIT Bombay and furthered his leadership training at the Leadership Institution Technology, Boston College in 2016. Beginning his academic career at Parde Conceso College of Engineering, Goa, Dr. Ivan has held significant positions at BITS Pilani, Goa campus and Christ University, Bangalore. As the founding dean at Christ University School of Engineering and Technology, he transformed the institution into an internationally recognized center of excellence. His initiatives included establishing engineering and architecture departments, developing an internationally acclaimed curriculum, and fostering global industry internships and exchange. Dr. Ivan was conferred the United Board Fellowship in 2016, which included leadership training at Boston College, Harvard University, and Melbourne Universities. His global outreach includes collaboration and research exchange with universities across the USA, Australia, Singapore, Germany, Canada, Belarus, and China. An innovator in engineering education, Dr. Ivan has developed unique curricula, established industry training centers, and created multiple centers of excellence. His contributions have earned him prestigious awards, including the Young Scientist Award from Microsoft Research Lab and the Rochester Youngest Scientist Award, USA. He holds numerous publications and patents, including the US patents for cancer detection, and has guided several PhD students in optical imaging, signal processing, 5G communication, and biomedical engineering. With this introductory note, now I would like to request our beloved director, Dr. Ivan Jose, to formally welcome the gathering.
Very good morning to all present here, and a warm welcome to this new initiative or a new beginning that we call as Arambh. Dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, parents and well-wishers who are present here, my fellow colleagues from the department, all the industry leaders, and to you, newly inducted students. It's a great honor, and I'm sure that you're equally thrilled to see what's going to happen today and the days to follow. Before commencing, I think you witnessed something very different today in the morning. Two co-hosts, one indigenously developed here in India, another one imported from Israel. Did you see that? Yes, one was Ria, another one was Sophie. Ria, though it's been indigenously developed here, has the whole process of sitting together and having assisted the aging population in India. On the other hand, you saw Sophie. She can do almost 70 to 75% of the job of what a nurse would do in an ICU or on an OT. This is the capability of these two robots that you saw today on the stage. Now, if you also observed, these two robots played a co-host here today morning just to symbolize that, yes, a new beginning is going to come and it's going to be instilled in you through your responsible teachers who are going to help you assist to discern what's right and what's wrong. And I think that's where you saw teacher formally helping you out, assist, take the lamp and hand it over to the students so that we could formally have the lighting of the lamp. So believe me one thing, that irrespective of what technology can take you up in terms of the newer eras, the newer dimensions, we are always guided through our human values to ensure that we keep up to the pace and ensuring that we give the value system, instill the value system into our kids, into the students here. As I always keep saying, batch of 2029, that you are here. 4 years down the lane, whether you like it or not, you will be moving out from this campus. So I wish at this point in time that all of you all formally rise, the students, and give a huge round of applause for your parents. Can I have that? All the students. Please rise from where you're seated and give a huge round of applause for your parents. To my dear parents, this is the biggest gratification that you can have from your own sons and daughters here present. Thank you. Kindly be seated. So my duty, while I welcome the dignitaries on the dais, is also to take you through certain things that you would see differently out here in MIT Bengaluru. And what are they? I think it's important for you all to know. Before I formally do that, it's my duty to also welcome people seated on the dais. We have the privilege of having the chief guest, the Vice President, Software Engineering at Dell, Mr. Krishnan, as a chief guest, Senior Vice President. Welcome you, sir. He's also been accompanied by Mr. Sachin, who's a talent acquisition from Dell, Mr. Deepak, and Mr. Anil. Thank you very much for being present and witnessing this entire program, the first day of Arambh. It's my proud privilege to also welcome our own Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Madhu Veeraraghavan. Thank you very much, Professor, for being part of this journey and helping us support in the capacity of being Pro Vice Chancellor at Bengaluru campus. We have with us Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, Additional Director, Additional Registrar, and Director, Admissions. Thank you very much, sir. Two gentlemen who puts everything together in terms of making things very easy for you and me here. And we are really privileged to have your presence here, sir. Thank you. We also have the most important person, Ms. Sarita Vijaynagar. She's a Chief Warden and Student Officer. Welcome you, ma'am. And I'm sure you will be having her enthralling presentation during the day while she's going to take you through the entire do's and don'ts of what's there in the hostel and other amenities around. Thank you, ma'am. We also have with us all the other faculty members, senior members, professors, associate professor, heads of the department, dean, and my fellow colleagues. Dear students, while you are embarking into this journey for the next 4 years, I think it's important for you that what is in store for you. Maybe I'll just take you through in another 6 to 7 minutes, a quick glimpse of what is there for you. What you see on your screen is where we are today and what we are in terms of the national ranking, apart from globally or our global presence in QS, THE, and all other rankings that you would see. This is for you our presence in the country and abroad, including Malaysia, Dubai, and Antigua. While where you see the marks in red, that's where our presence of Mahe, primarily, and these campuses earmark our presence in India and in Dubai. The founding members, and of course, our top leadership, it's important for you to know, right from the Chancellor's desk to the Pro Vice Chancellors and to our Vice Chancellor. And they constitute a big team, a team behind all that you see today. And we are happy on behalf of them, though they could not physically present except for Professor Madhu, who is here. Others have conveyed their best wishes to all of you all. This is the number that we have in terms of the programs, the undergrad, the postgrad, the doctoral programs, the postdoctoral programs, and some of the niche areas that you should be proud of being part of this community, Mahe. Coming down to our campus at Bengaluru, it's important to know that we just have two schools, the School of Computer Engineering and the School of Electronics Engineering, and which has got a vast area of specializations that you would see out here, maybe in terms of quantum, the autonomous mobility, the data sciences, etc. On the other side, the electronics, which is more around VLSI, the robotics and AIs, and etc. What's the edge of you being present at MIT Bengaluru? And I think this is something which differentiates us today in terms of where we are and what we are. And you'll also see in my slides what our aspirations before you all graduate in this 4 years that you would see in front of your eyes happening. So what you see as names are something which is already existing out here. And what are they? They are things like autonomous mobility and a complete backdrop of subsystems available for you to maneuver through, make sense of what these sensors, the perceptions, etc. are going to help you deep dive into your curriculum. Irrespective of computer science or IT or any streams, you get an option, you get a choice to get into these areas. Now, when we say that, it's important for us to look at what are we dwelling into. What you just saw is a sneak peek or a glimpse of robotics, but this is our aspiration in the next 2 to 3 years. You will see a full-fledged humanoid laboratory along with its subsystems working around this area for you. What do we already have? Tie up with renowned organizations and some very key partnering organizations like Apple. And Apple has got its program called as Swift Coding, which is in store for you for those who are interested to get into iOS app development and other activities. IBM has got a huge center called the IBM Skill Build Center. This actually helps you in terms of giving you an access to a plethora of opportunities of softwares which are kept in store that imaginations alone can drive you wild. We have an exclusive center which is gamification and digital twins, and I'm sure you will appreciate this is the future. What it does, it helps you out in imaginations, taking you through this whole ecosystem of having things controlled remotely, and how can this actually be made possible with the association of company. A formal lab which has been inaugurated for you, where you have Vision Pro, you have Metas, you have all these facilities kept in store so that you can also work around during your off time, get into this laboratory, have your projects, your assignments completed in the center. And what does it do? It helps you run your imaginations wild in association with companies who are going to help support you in terms of bringing these projects right at your footstep. We're also going to get into semiconductors and EDA tool designs, and this is in the process. And probably another 8 months to 1 year time, you'll also see a chip tape-out center, may not be an exclusive semiconductor facility, but an expertise in the area of EDA tool design and make sense out of what design can take out before it gets into a tape-out. This is a full-time effort that we're looking in. A quantum center, when I say quantum center, a physical quantum center. And we've been already granted the go-ahead signal in terms of instituting a unique center at MIT Bengaluru's campus. And I'm sure before you move out, before you graduate from here, you would see this as a witness in front of you. Not just that, have an hands-on for you to have yourself believed. Yes, it is possible. And what does this all give you? It gives you a kind of nurturing ground to pave into your own deep technologies and see how it can help you support your ecosystem. Not just that, we recruit people internationally. There's some numbers in front of you where we've gone across the globe in terms of getting best of the best faculties who can help support you. And these are our pillars. What you see externally in terms of the infrastructure, but more importantly, what we value the most are these. We're not just out there, we're also looking at those bright minds, those professors of practices who've onboarded us from varied walks in life. We have a couple of them here, Mr. Sanjeev and Mr. Thomas, who's here. He's been joined by another group of 5 more senior faculties who will be professors of practice who are going to help assist us in this journey, just to reach out to ensure you get the right guidances from them. Now, this list is our aspiration that you would see. Our teachers work in these areas. May you call it as digital twins on the other side, or agentic AI on this side, or maybe the digital assets. They're all in store for you, where sky is the limit that you want to reach out. And when I say this with conviction that these teachers can help you, guide you, and take you, walk through these areas which are being projected here. I shouldn't miss out mentioning our international partnerships, which I will leave it to you to explore. I'm not going to put up the entire list here, but I'm happy. We just had 3 of our students came back by Mahe, fully sponsored international internship at University of Auckland in New Zealand, and another student at Virginia at the Richmond in United States. Believe me, these are the sponsored internship positions given to you students, which is completely taken care by Mahe. Beyond this, your twinning programs, your pathway programs, the semester exchange programs, it's a countless number that all that makes sense to you in terms of where you wish to go, where you want to be, whom do you want to partner. Just come and reach out to your partnering organization and reach out to international office, and it'll be done for you. And you will be taken through your induction program, individual departments or offices that you see here, what they can help you out. It doesn't end there. Your co-curricular. You have an aspiration to get into any of these areas. There are projects, there are clubs, and there are major research projects. One of them we are rolling out formally this year is Underwater Autonomous Vehicle. It's a student initiative. All of these are student initiatives where you get a chance to move out, not just to participate in India, but also to go across the globe in showcasing your talents in areas of these and then to come. Finally, you might wonder, which every parent wants to see, I'm sure. Though it's not this that we work around with, we work around for the right-hand side. Alongside, when we wish to see you in the industry, we have this called as corporate engagement, which starts right away from your semester 3, engaging with partners like that you see here and also others through the curriculum, creating a rapport with them in terms of what is in store for you as early bird induction, as an intern positions into the universities, into these industries, into these research organizations in and around. And I think this is pretty much that you should be looking forward for in terms of what is there differential at MIT Bengaluru and Mahe Bengaluru in particular. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your earnest welcome address. We are delighted to have you among us. Now I request Dr. Preeti Hebbar to welcome our beloved director, Dr. Ivan Jose. Thank you, ma'am. Mahe Bengaluru is renowned for its association with distinguished stalwarts, and we are honored to welcome one such eminent personality as our guest of honor. It's my pleasure to invite Ms. Tulika Datta to introduce our esteemed guest of honor of the day, Professor Madhuvira Raghavan, Pro Vice Chancellor, Mahe Bengaluru, to the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. It is my utmost honor and privilege to introduce to you a distinguished academic, visionary leader, and an accomplished researcher, Professor Madhuvira Raghavan. Professor Madhuvira Raghavan currently serves as the Pro Vice Chancellor, Management, Law, Humanities, and Social Sciences at Mahe Manipal and Mahe Bengaluru campus, a role he has held since April 1st, 2023. In addition to this, he holds the prestigious TMA Pai Chair Professorship of Finance at the TMA Pai Management Institute and the Dr. TMA Pai Endowment Chair in Management Research. He also held the position of Director of TAPME from 2017 to 2023, during which time he contributed immensely to the growth and global recognition of the institution. Professor Madhuvira Raghavan's academic credentials include an MBA in Finance and Investments and a PhD in Finance. With over 20 years of experience across world-class business schools, he is a firm believer that business schools must deliver outcomes that are aligned with their mission and societal impact. His research interest lies in the area of corporate finance, behavioral finance, and the interplay between auditing and finance. As a leading scholar in the field, he has served as a referee for several top-tier accounting and finance journals and has published more than 50 papers in reputed international journals. His scholarly contributions have graced the pages of elite journals such as Management Science, The Accounting Review, Journal of Financial Economics, Contemporary Accounting Research, Journal of Financial and Quantitative Analysis, Journal of Corporate Finance, Journal of Empirical Finance, Journal of Banking and Finance, Journal of Management, Journal of Business Ethics, and Auditing, a Journal of Practice and Theory. He's currently revising a manuscript for the review of accounting studies and preparing several others for top-tier journal submissions. A testament to his excellence in research, Professor Madhuvir Raghavan has successfully secured over $500,000 Australian dollars in funding from the Australian Research Council's Discovery and Linkage Grants schemes. He also plays a crucial editorial role as the editor of the Journal of Contemporary Accounting and Economics and serves on the editorial advisory and review board of Accounting Theory and Practice. His contributions have been widely recognized. He has won numerous awards at both national and international conferences and was recently ranked 223rd globally in the Birmingham Young University 2024 Accounting Research Rankings with a breadth score of 12, indicating publications across all top accounting journals in the last 12 years. He is also the proud recipient of the AICTE Dr. Pritam Singh Best Teacher Award in 2021, conferred by the Honorable Minister of Education, Government of India. Adding yet another feather to his cap, SSRN has ranked him in the top 10% of authors worldwide, a recognition that speaks volumes about the impact and reach of his academic work. Beyond academia, Professor Madhuvir Raghavan is deeply committed to social development. He is a trustee of the Mithras Foundation, an NGO dedicated to providing free skill development courses to rural youth, empowering lives and shaping futures. Ladies and gentlemen, and dear students, please join me in welcoming a truly inspirational scholar, educator, and a profound leader, Professor Madhuvir Raghavan.
Good morning, everyone. You hadn't had breakfast? No? This is your first day. And I have no energy in the room. How about a really good morning? Okay. Maybe you didn't have good sleep. I'll put it to one of those. Okay, I normally don't use PowerPoint for orientation, but today I am going to do that. I'll break my own sort of set of rules. Look, firstly, congratulations to all of you. Can I have at least a big round of applause so you made it to Mahe? And this is better than the good morning you just wished. Okay, so thanks to all my invited dignitaries on the dais, my colleagues, friends, many parents, some grandparents, and to all of you who made it to Mahe Bengaluru and to MIT. It's no easy feat. Let me tell you this. You should be very, very proud of yourselves. And Ivan's already given an excellent understanding of what MIT does. I'm just going to spend maybe 8-10 minutes maximum with you. You'll like the colors of the slides, if not the content. At least that you will appreciate. Huh? So I'm going to call this Enter, Explore, and Excel. Right? You're entering a great institution. You're going to explore a lot over the next 4 years, and I'm guessing you'll also excel. And your parents will be very happy with the last word, at least not the first one. So welcome to Mahe Bengaluru, guys. Okay, I don't need to sell Mahe Bengaluru to you because you've already made it here. Both of us are happy. You're here. I'm happy you're here. So I don't need to do a hard sell of why this is the right place and so on and so forth. But I think for the parents and grandparents who are here, I think it's also useful for them to know that you made an excellent choice and we made a great choice in picking you. So to all of you there, I hope you can see the slides. So it is a very vast, you will see the campus maybe today, tomorrow, if parents are here for a few days, they'll go around the campus. Huge campus and a flagship campus of Mahe, which I've also showed the footprint. We are creating a very new set of curriculum, particularly MIT Bangalore. They do some amazing stuff. Over the next 4 years, you'll really be so happy with what you have done because probably this kind of focus, education, you wouldn't even get in an IIT. That is how committed the faculty are. I mean, we are hiring faculty from the best schools, and every faculty will put every ounce of their energy in making sure that you guys get the best education that you can imagine, right? So that is what MIT is going to do. We are also going to inspire and equip with all the skills. That is Eklavya's job and his team and all of our job to give you all the skill sets when you get out of this institution and make a great contribution to the real world, which is where most of you will head. Okay, so I don't need to show you. Ivan's already showed you, but we're ranked number 4. It's a very prestigious ranking. So these are things you should understand. See, universities are not built. You don't choose MIT or Mahe because you have great auditorium or a great gym, right? Why do you choose a university? You choose them because you have great professors. If somebody goes to Carnegie Mellon or a UC Berkeley or a Uni Melbourne or a Sydney or a Duke or a Princeton, MIT, Brown, why do you choose them? Not because, oh, they have got great buildings, huge campuses. You go because they're outstanding faculty, great labs, great academics, great skill sets, and they'll transform you for the rest of your life. This program, this MIT, this Mahe Bengaluru is not going to give you jobs. We're going to build careers. You want a job, you can actually go to any agency and sign up, you'll get a 10 lakh job. But you want a career, you come here. That's why you chose MIT. That's why you chose Mahe Bengaluru. Not for jobs. Okay? So, rankings throughout the world, you can see whether it's Shanghai, whether it's QS, Times ranking. These are important numbers for you to know that your choice is good, right? That you made an informed decision, right? 10 institutions in this campus, almost 9,500 students, including all of you, 500 plus faculty, most of them have PhDs or substantial industry experience. It's an 80-acre campus, and you will really love the campus. I know there's a bit of construction happening, guys. There's nothing we can do about it. It'll be another 6, 8, 12 months. But once this campus is built, which will be the next 12 months or so, you will love every bit of it, right? Mahe has over 3,500 international students, 270 plus collaborative efforts, and some of them from MIT have recently gone to New Zealand, they've gone to the US. So students have exchange programs. All of that stuff that you'll expect in a glorious institute, you're going to get it here. 80 plus partnerships at top. So Mahe, when I say Mahe, it also means Mahe Manipal. Mahe Manipal will not work with any university that is ranked outside the top 500 in QS. We are absolutely quality. There is pure meritocracy here. It's purely, you're here because you have the merit. Really. Not for any other reason, right? And our faculty across the campuses publish in the top journals. We have 2.45 lakh plus alumni, obviously, right? We're almost 75-year-old plus university. So a lot of alumni around the world, over 50 countries. So you can see the length and breadth of the world. And in 4 years, all of you will join that prestigious family. From a student, you'll become an alum of MIT Bangalore and Mahe Bengaluru. I just picked up some pictures, okay? I mean, I want to do a lot more, but these are some of, I'm only showing you 6 guys, there are thousands, and we can be here for the next 1 year talking about how glorious MIT alumni are, right? I've just only picked up 6, Satyanarala, and no one needs to sort of, I don't need to introduce this gentleman, Rajiv Suri or Banmali Agarwal. These gentlemen I don't need to introduce to you, you will know who they are, right? And from 1988, 1984, 85, 89 batch, MIT Manipal, right? Maheshwar Dadpuri, 88, 92, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, now is in, of course, politics, and so 83, 86, Varan Maya, 11, 15. There are hundreds and thousands of amazing alums. You will be joining this family in 4 years' time. And you know what? Whoever is the person here, it could be Ria or Sophie or whoever is the PVC at that point, will probably putting some of your pictures up and saying you'll be joining these guys in 20 years. Right? We never know that, right? Corporate partners, Eklavya is here. I'm sure he'll have a lot of conversations with you. This is just a list of companies that come. This is not an exhaustive list, but I just picked up a few logos for you to show. What sort of firms come and collaborate with MIT and to Mahe Bengaluru is very important, right? So these are these, and they're just not for jobs. See, we don't talk to companies for jobs or placements. It is a very deep connection we have with them, and jobs and placements is one aspect of the conversations we have with corporate. That's why I call them corporate partners, not placement partners. Whether it's Dell, we have the chief guest here. We're not going to talk to them about jobs. We're going to talk to them about how we can work together, right? Learning from each other. And these other things will happen. Okay, the highest salary this year was 69 lakhs. You would want to get one of those packages, right? Huh? Won't you? But you need to know this. These are some important stats, right? That's the highest salary. Then, of course, Microsoft also had a really large package. So that's the average CTC I'm showing you by branch, and also internship highlights. So this will give you a really good picture of the sort of companies that come to campus, and your careers are quite secure if you do really well. We had over 20 plus Fortune 500 companies come to campus. Over 260 companies participated, 70 plus hired, right? And all sectors, technology, healthcare, FMCG, education, consultancy, BFSI, advertising. This is fantastic. And what, we're just 4 years campus here. And MIT has such a great legacy. Mahe has such a great name. Anyone will know that our students come in because you have great merit. That's why you're in this room. Okay? So Ivan already spoke about it. I'm sure during the rest of the day you will have a lot more conversations about the sort of programs you have. I think Prema is also going to do that. I leave the very intellectual stuff to these guys because I'm not an engineer. I'm a trained financial economist. So I will leave all of the engineering conversations with Prema and team, who will take you through the requirements, the programs, and how we are building, what sort of programs are available for you to choose. This is a very important point that I want also parents to realize, that when your sons and daughters are here, it's not just about education, it's also about mental well-being, right? And today we're seeing so many cases of students going through difficult times but not having a conversation. Perhaps they're stigmatized, perhaps they feel, oh my God, I don't think I can tell somebody I'm going to see someone, a psychologist or whatever. We have India's first initiative. In fact, I don't think anywhere in the world it happens. We have just launched an initiative this year called Manam, which is a fantastic initiative. It's basically to normalize conversations about mental well-being. We don't need to be told, oh my God, he's got a problem, that's why they're going there. That's a very, very bad way to deal with issues that we have in the society today, right? So we have set up this amazing system. Why we have it is because we did a large survey inside the campus, and we found these are some of the very important factors the students raised, and we launched Manam this year. It is not a course, there is no grade, but we have industry experts who are trained professionals, counselors. We also have a great counseling team inside the campus, by the way, right? But we also wanted external intervention. And one of the things the recruiter today will ask you is emotional well-being. Now, if the chief guest talks today about jobs and what they expect, they'll also say, we want someone who's got strong emotional EQ. They use sometimes emotional quotient, emotional well-being. They need those kinds of people as well. So we don't want to just give you education guys, but we also want to look after both your physical and mental well-being. So experiential meetups, you'll have power tools. It's more about self-awareness of your own emotions. We are human beings are emotional creatures. We all agree, right? So we have emotions. Up some day can be very good, some day can be depressing, right? Some day can be really down. But all those emotions have to be managed. And that is why we have this intervention mechanism in place. Find your tribe. There are no assessments, which is very important for you because you don't like assessments. That's why we created something without an assessment. But you do love CV boosting certificates. So therefore, we have done that. The digital dimension, again, Ivan spoke about it, so I won't repeat it in the interest of time, but that's why I said the curricula at MIT Manipal, MIT Bangalore, is truly world-class. The sort of research that these guys, the sort of labs that are in place, phenomenal. You're going to just love every bit of it. On the material side, we are a very sustainable sort of campus, which should matter to you, because you want, and I want, to leave planet Earth to our children, to the next generation in a much better space than what we inherited, right? So we have a solar panel, rainwater harvesting, we have 52 species of birds that come into the campus. So we have 80 different kinds of fruit trees, flowering trees. So, we are also building small lakes, we have a frog walk. So all those kinds of things that happen where we coexist and we really value the beautiful environment we have here. On the futuristic infrastructure, we have a beautiful gym. I mean, I go to gym regularly, 200,000 square feet. It's a rooftop. I request the parents also to take a tour. I'm sure, Ivan, there's a tour that would have been organized for them to go around. So gym is right across. It's a beautiful gym. I have a small video. If you don't mind, I'll just play it for you, just in case you don't have the time to go there. You can please watch the video. And we'll also study. Don't you worry about that. Just in case parents are wondering, there is too much fun happening in Mahe Bengaluru, they surely will study. So live at Mahe Bengaluru, which is probably the most important slide for you. Nothing else matters. So all the sort of fun. Oh yeah, and you'll meet, we have a chief happiness officer, guys. This is a 2-year-old lab. Her name is Kushi. Instantly, her name is Kushi, but we're going to call her Muffin. So she'll be around the campus, walking around the hostels. She won't come into your rooms, but she'll just walk around just to, I mean, how many of you have dogs as pets? None. 1, 2 people in 1,500-seat auditorium. She'll spread a lot of love and joy. So we have Kushi. These 2 guys you didn't want to go near. So they're Hitler and Hare, they're 2 German Shepherds. They're on the campus. I don't know if you saw the entrance. So these guys are deterrents for any outsiders to come in. All these dogs are completely trained. They have their handlers. We don't go near them, except for Kushi. I don't go near these guys. They are what we call Paw and Order. You watch Law and Order? Well, it's Paw and Order. So these are sniff squads. If you're trying to bring in something very special inside the campus, you have to get through these guys first. Huh? Okay, so all of the fun stuff that happens in the campus, a lot of fun stuff. Current batch, very quickly, we have 33% and 66%. That's the gender diversity. On the geographical diversity, you can see across the length and breadth of the country, we have students in this room. Karnataka, of course, 465, large, right from Himachal to Delhi to Assam, Meghalaya, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Kerala, all the states you can see. This is a large batch and a very impressive batch as well. This year, 18,946 people, students applied to MIT Bangalore. This is all that could make it. Give yourselves a big round of applause. I mean, I see no energy, guys. I'm an energy guy. You should be very, very proud of yourselves to have made it thus far. So that's why we say you belong here. You certainly belong here. And we thank you for choosing Mahe Bengaluru. And I'm sure you'll do very well for the rest of the year, 4 years. Thanks very much. Congratulations again. Have a phenomenal stay, 4 years in Bangalore. I will probably meet some of you at the gym. I'm early morning gym guys, so I'll be at Marina. If you are working out, I'll say hi to you. But if not, maybe around the campus. I float around like Kushi, Hitler and Hare. Raghavendra and I have a lovely job of going around the campus, checking everything out. So we'll roam around and see you. I see you, yeah? But have a great stay. And thanks very much. And thanks to all the parents for all the great work you have put in. And we assure you today that these guys who are sitting in this room, your sons and daughters, over the next 4 years will be completely transformed in a good way. Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir, for inspiring our young minds with your insightful words. Your address was truly enlightening and immensely beneficial for the students. We are honored to have a pillar of institutional leadership, Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, Additional Registrar and Director, Administration. brings unparalleled dedication and strategic vision to the efficient functioning of Mahe Bengaluru. It's my privilege to invite Dr. Harini GS to introduce our esteemed guest of honor of the day, Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, to the gathering.
Hello, good morning everyone. I am Dr. Harini from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. I'm delighted to introduce our additional registrar and Director Administration, Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, to everyone here. Hailing from Parkala near Manipal, Dr. Raghavendra obtained his graduation and post-graduation degree in mechanical engineering in the year 2001 and 2003 respectively from Manipal Institute of Technology, Manipal. He started his career as a production engineer at Manipal Technologies Limited, Manipal, in the year 2003 and joined Manipal Institute of Technology, that is MIT, Manipal, as a faculty member in the Department of Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering in the year 2005. Dr. Raghavendra obtained his PhD from Mahe, Manipal in the area of manufacturing engineering in 2014. His teaching and research efforts are focused in the area of manufacturing, process optimization, and issues related to design and manufacturing. He has over 20 years of experience in teaching, research, and administration. Before he took over as the Deputy Registrar of Mahe Bengaluru campus in August 2022, Dr. Raghavendra served as the Deputy Registrar Administration at Mahe Manipal for about 2 years. Dr. Raghavendra has been redesignated as Additional Registrar and Director Administration of Mahe Bengaluru campus from May 2025. With a wide range of experience in handling student-related activities, academic and examination activities, department, institute, and university events, Dr. Raghavendra, along with his dedicated team, is responsible for setting up this campus. Since 2005, he has served the organization in various capacities. Dr. Raghavendra has served MIT Manipal as the Assistant Director Academics from 2015 to 2019. He was a key member of the team instrumental in implementation of the Student Life Cycle Management System at MIT Manipal. He was one of the members of the team constituted by Mahe for preparation of the application for Institution of Eminence, and he was the nodal officer of Mahe for Institution of Eminence. Apart from teaching and research, he has served as faculty advisor and sports advisor of various student clubs of MIT Manipal. Dr. Raghavendra has published and presented several research articles in reputed national and international journals and conferences. With his passion in teaching and commitment in research, he has been awarded with Best Teacher Award in Mechanical Engineering stream in 2012 and has received Best Paper Awards at various forums. He is a life member of Indian Society for Technical Education. Dr. Raghavendra is a good sports person with special interest in cricket, football, badminton, and athletics. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Prabhu with a big round of applause. And I request him to address the gathering.
So good morning to all the newly admitted BTech students of batch 2029, the respected parents, the faculty colleagues, and staff members. It is a privilege to welcome you all to Manipal Academy of Higher Education, and more specifically, Mahe Bengaluru campus, our dynamic and fast-growing Bengaluru campus. Congratulations to each one of you for earning your place here, a place that will become your academic home for the next 4 years and perhaps even beyond. The late Padma Shri awardee, Dr. TMA Pai, a visionary founder of Manipal, was a pioneer in the establishment of public-private partnerships in education in 1953. His conviction that education serves as a catalyst for transformation resulted in the creation of early professional educational institutions, thereby ensuring that quality education was available to everyone. Dr. Pai's legacy has profoundly influenced the educational sector. Dr. Ramdas M. Pai, the distinguished son of Dr. TMA Pai and the Chancellor of Mahe, has guided Mahe's transformation into an international university town by establishing multiple campuses within and outside India. His exceptional leadership has garnered prestigious accolades, including the Padma Bhushan Award from the Government of India and Datuk Award from the Government of Malaysia. Today, Mahe has campuses in Manipal, Mangaluru, Bengaluru, Jamshedpur, and even overseas in Dubai and Malaysia. Across these locations, we remain committed to academic excellence, research-led learning, and nurturing graduates who are not just career-ready, but also socially responsible global citizens. The journey of Mahe that began in 1953, rooted in the principles and vision of Dr. TMA Pai, is a story of inspiration and transformation. What began with a medical college has evolved into a comprehensive multidisciplinary university. Over the years, numerous academic units have been added across various disciplines. In 1993, Mahe has gained the status of deemed to be university under UGC regulations. In 2020, it was recognized as an institution of eminence by the Government of India, acknowledging its significant contribution to higher education. Over the past 7 decades, Mahe has grown into one of India's largest multidisciplinary universities with 29 professional higher educational institutions and 10 university teaching departments. We offer more than 380 programs across 36 disciplines. Currently, Mahe has over 42,000 students on roll, over 9,800 students in online mode, and 3,500 plus highly qualified faculty members. In 2024, Mahe has ranked India's 4th best university with 3 of our constituent colleges listed in the top 10 in their respective disciplines. In NIRF ranking, Mahe's steady rise in the international ranking has established it as a notable name in higher education. QS ranks Mahe in the 851 to 900 band for World University Rankings 2026. Mahe is recognized as the greenest university campus in India by UIGM ranking in the year 2024, affirming our commitment to sustainability. Mahe places utmost importance on quality assurance and is committed to continuous quality enhancement. It is reflected in the various accreditations obtained from the renowned accreditation bodies. Mahe has re-accredited by NAC with the highest grade of A++ with a CGPA of 3.65, and other major accrediting bodies have also recognized our commitments to quality education. Now, let me speak about Mahe Bengaluru campus. This campus envisioned as a model of higher education has emerged as a technology-driven, innovation-focused hub with the Mahe ecosystem. Strategically located in Bengaluru, India's Silicon Valley, our campus is designed to bridge academia and industry. What truly distinguishes Mahe Bengaluru is its interdisciplinary learning environment, its emphasis on value-based education, and its commitment to sustainability and social impact. We aim to mold our students not just into competent professionals, but also into thoughtful leaders. As you begin your journey with us, it's important that you get acquainted with some of the people with whom you will be interacting regularly, in addition to the officials of your respective institute. This team ensures smooth day-to-day operations, from admissions to administration, to library, IT, hostels, physical education and sports, evaluation, innovation and entrepreneurship, and finance. These departments form the backbone of our academic ecosystem. Our campus is blessed with architectural marvels, serve as both academic and administrative hubs. While four academic blocks are fully operational, the campus is abuzz with construction activity as we expand our capacity with Academic Block 1 and Academic Block 6. With the completion of all the academic blocks, we can comfortably accommodate up to 15,000 students in the campus. Our hostel facilities spread across 4 sprawling blocks comfortably accommodate over 5,600 students. These well-appointed hostels are more than just places to sleep. They are homes away from home, fostering a sense of community and belonging among our student body. Our central facilities provide a comprehensive range of amenities and services to cater to the needs of both the students and faculty. To complement our academic offerings, we have a wide range of central facilities. We have from an indoor sports complex, a modern central library which is under construction, auditoriums, amphitheaters to food courts. Mahe Bengaluru offers an all-rounded experience. At Mahe Bengaluru, we place a strong emphasis on physical well-being. Our indoor and outdoor sports facilities include a cricket ground, football ground, basketball, tennis, volleyball courts, and more. These spaces encourage students to stay active, participate in team sports, and balance their academic responsibilities with physical fitness. Dr. Ranjana Pai, the president of Mahe Trust and chairman MEMG, is at the forefront of Manipal Group's initiatives in education, healthcare, and research. With a commitment to advancing the legacy of over 7 decades, Dr. Pai has driven the sustained expansion of Mahe, both nationally and internationally. His visionary leadership is integral to our ongoing journey towards excellence. Finally, in closing, I want to assure you that you are now part of a campus and a university that deeply values excellence, integrity, and inclusivity. We are here to support your ambitions and help you become not just successful engineers, but thoughtful leaders and responsible citizens of the world. Thank you, and I wish you all a successful and enriching academic journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for igniting the young minds with your words of wisdom. Your message was really informative and extremely helpful for the students. We are truly privileged to have with us today Mr. Elavarasu Krishnan, whose remarkable journey and accomplishments continue to inspire many. Now I call upon Dr. Sindhu S. to introduce our honored chief guest to the gathering.
Very good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Sindhu S., Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics. Today is a moment of great significance as it marks the beginning of an exciting journey for our young aspiring engineers. We are truly honored and privileged to have a distinguished person as a chief guest for today's special occasion, Mr. Elavarasu Krishnan, Vice President, Dell Technologies. Mr. Krishnan has 28 years of experience in the software development across domains, including commercial, consumer, cloud, analytics, and automation. Since joining Dell in 2005, he has led large engineering teams delivering a wide range of technology solutions, including cloud, SaaS, remote management software, and IoT gateways. Currently, Mr. Elavarasu Krishnan oversees software, UEFI, BIOS, firmware, OS, and drivers for Dell client products, managing architecture, development, security, and support. He champions innovation, launching internal programs that have resulted in more than 2,500 disclosures and 550 plus patents at Dell Bengaluru. He is committed to talent development, mentoring global teams, and promoting Dell's culture code. A VIT distinguished alumni, Mr. Krishnan also serves as an academic counselor, shaping industry-relevant engineering curriculum. We eagerly look forward to hearing his words of wisdom and encouragement as we begin with this new academic chapter. Please join me in extending a warm and enthusiastic welcome to our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Elavarusu Krishnan, with a big round of applause. Now I request Mr. Krishnan to address the gathering. Sir, please.
I hope I'm audible. Respected Mahe management team, this is my first visit to Mahe. Whatever I'm going to talk about, it's more about my observation and my learning in the last couple of hours. Esteemed faculty members, dear parents, and I see a lot of grandparents too, and my young friends who just joined today in engineering. It makes me to memorize what I went through in 93, 97 when I joined a college and went through a 4 years of journey. It's kind of a nostalgic feeling that, like you, I was sitting there and listening to the conversation what my seniors and mentors gave. It's a proud moment for all of you. It gives me immense pleasure and pride to be part of here today and sharing the occasion with all of you and also the Mahe management team with an inspiring campus. Right from the time I came inside and saw the technologies, what they worked on it. I'll talk about it a little later in terms of what the Gartner's top 10 technologies, what they worked, what you guys presented. It's almost out of 10, you guys are working on 9 technologies. It's also a beginning of a new journey for all of you. I want to take this occasion to congratulate each one of you. Not just joining and earning this, not just hard work, your dream coming to the reality. As being an engineer, you're all going to reshape the world, reshape the economy of this country as we move forward. Today is a significant milestone in each one of your life and also your proud parents, stepping into a more of not a structured curriculum, more about exploration, more about how you're going to solve some of the complex problems of the world by means of either working for someone else or joining as a higher studies in a premier institutes or maybe a startup to provide opportunities for a number of Indian kids following you, or even working for some of our government sectors. So there are plenty of opportunities in front of you. You are about to join the environment where you're going to reshape the world. It's not just about the skills, what you're going to learn at the college. It's about the ecosystem, what you're going to have around you. I saw the phenomenal infrastructure and the curriculum and the kind of an exposure what this academic institute have. Not just only you're going to excel on the curriculum, it's also about the labs, the papers, opportunities to file patents, having the industry connections. These kind of opportunities are very rare to get. I think I could able to see the Mahe is already making an impact to inroads to all those things what we are looking from our corporate. I think you all should be proud of your being at the right place at the right time. One of the things I want to give a significance about where are we in terms of our global era or a global map. India now the world's most population country, you all know, right? We surpassed China a few years back. We are about close to about 1.4 billion people. Stands out the youthful population. The median age is under 30. Are you guys aware of this? You're all part of that. Why I'm saying this, there's nothing against the Western. Unlike the Westerns are aging nations declining the birth rate, India's large young populations are offering a significant energy, talent, ambition, potential, and high energy. That means India's younger population providing a large workforce and growing consumer base across the world, not just only in India, while the Western-facing nations are labor shortage and geopolitical challenges, but India offers abundant talent and innovation. Global companies like Dell, I can talk about Dell, but I cannot talk about others, but I can give my view. They don't look at just India more about outsourcing. It's starting up in terms of leading the technologies around the world. I can take myself or my team as an example. We are not just following, we are leading We are developing the product in and out, right? Starting from investigation to prototype to the developing to the release. That's happening here. So we are all on the mid of the crux of the Industrial Revolution 5.0. India has developed applications like Aadhaar, a single portal where you have all your enablement of your certification, those stuff, which many countries are struggling to do that. India has the UPI, the largest transaction platform. Those are developed out of here. We are solving some of the complex problem what the world needs, not only our problem. India is no longer just participating in all these things. India started leading all those activities. You're all part of that. You are going to reshape some of those opportunities in front of you. As an engineer, I always feel the proud moment that we are shaping the world. It's also not shaping the world. We have to start looking at what are the real world problems we are solving. What is the aspects as a company like Dell or corporate looks in you? Yes, of course, we come and take the placement, but also we look at in terms of how can we bridge the connections, how can we reduce the gaps what we have from industry to the academic. One of the things I keep saying in my discussions and maybe the speeches, the biggest element we see on all of you is that problem-solving skills. Yeah, you know about Python, C, C++, some of the technologies you learn. There is a ChatGPT, there is a code assistant to help you, but we look into how we are going to solve some of the complex problem in an easy way. Of course, Sir talked about the ethical way and the human being and wellness being. One of the things we look at is how you work in a team building activity. How are you working as a team? Are you involving yourself as a success of everyone together, as an individual success? We definitely look at aspects of how you will collaborate, how you win together. Those are the aspects. Those are the aspects we keep looking at in terms of how you're different from others. One thing is your learning is not just only in the classes. It's going to be beyond curriculum. The coffee discussions, what you're going to have with your professor, or the day outing, or you're going to be having any industrial plant visits, some of the discussions, what you're going to have with your professors or with your colleagues or with your other colleges, which is going to spur some of the thoughts around you. Make sure that you're having a good collaborations with each other, and also start working towards to how do you confront in terms of in a nicer way so that you can able to put your perspective in a stronger way. There could be 10 ideas coming out of the rooms. There could be the brightest idea maybe get rejected, but keep persisting those ideas until you achieve that goal of this can be pushed through and problem solving skills. Sometimes what happens, we try to push through our ideas a couple of times, after that we leave out. But that could be a problem solved by somebody else. But make sure that you enhance your presentation skills and influence skills. How can you simplify your messaging? How can you simplify the complex problem in terms of messaging to your professors or your colleagues so that you get prepared for the bigger future? One thing I want to talk about the parents' role on this is you all should be proud of what you achieved so far. I can say your kids are in the good hands of Mahe. The Gartner has about 10 major technologies we have been looking at what we need to work on next 10 years. Some of the observation I made about the autonomous car, what you guys are working. A month back, I was in Austin. I was seeing the autonomous car going around in the downtown. I was amazed to see that, but I already see that you guys are running as a prototype. Quantum computing, digital twin. I don't know how many of you are aware of the digital twin. That's the next revolution happening around the silicon industry. Silicon diversity, AI, agentic AI, automation. I could able to see out of 10 Gartner's technology, the Mahe is already working close towards to 8 to 9. That shows how much of thought through they have done in terms of what need to be taught in the college, how much of preparedness you need to have, not just placing maybe for higher studies, or maybe for research, or maybe going for government jobs. I think the college set up very well for your future. And I want to thank all our professors for guiding through these kids in a manner where the industry needs for them. And to the students, I want to give a very important highlight about it. It's very simple. You are here not to follow. You are here to create something new. You are here to create something which is not done in the past. So dream boldly, live ethically. That is very important in this security world, and lead courageously. Welcome to the world of engineering. It's a fun world. You're all going to have fun as part of your curriculum in the next 4 years. In the closing, I wish you a wonderful, enriching time in the institute. May this 4 years filled with learnings, friendship, growth, and with a little bit of magic. I want to thank Mahe's management for inviting me for this wonderful orientation program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your insightful thought-provoking address has set a perfect platform for our students. As a token of gratitude and honor from Mahe family, now I request our Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Madhuvira Raghavan, to present a memento to our chief guest.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Words are not enough to express our gratitude for your presence today. Thank you, sir. Gratitude is when memory is stored in the heart and not in the mind. As we come to the close of our MIT RM 2025, it's our bound duty to thank everyone who have given their time and effort towards the success of this program. To express our appreciation and gratitude, I now request Dr. Dayanand P., Dean, School of Computer Engineering, to render the vote of thanks.
Thank you, madam. I once again welcome all of you to this beautiful campus of Mahe Bengaluru. With this, I, Dr. Dayanand P., Professor and Dean of School of Computer Engineering, take this privilege to deliver a vote of thanks in front of all of you. I would like to start by thanking our management of Mahe Bengaluru, who have always been supportive of our initiative and encourage us to strive for an excellence. The very presence of Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Madhuvira Raghavan, in today's program, in spite of his busy schedule, is a reflection of importance that is attached to the commitment of this institution augmentation. Thank you, sir. I would like to take this opportunity to express our heartily thanks to Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, Additional Registrar and Director Administration Mahe, for all support and guidance as extended to all of us. Thank you, sir. I extend my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to our beloved director, Dr. Ivan Jose, for his enormous support and guidance for organizing this event. Thank you, sir. I am extremely grateful to thank Dr. Prema KV, Associate Director, who inspires us to achieve our best. Thank you, madam. I want to extend my warm regards and heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Mr. Elavarasu Krishnan from Dell, for taking time from your busy schedule and gracing this occasion with our warm presence. Thank you, sir. I express my sincere thanks to Sarita Vijayanagar, Chief Student Officer, for her presence and sparing her time for giving an information, and she'll be deliberating this information of MIT hostels further on. Thank you, madam. I express my gratitude to all our HODs and faculty members of MIT Bengaluru for gracing this occasion. And we have been fortunate enough to backed by our team of very proactive and dedicated staff of our institution. I also thank our organizing team, administrative staff, and IT and media team for managing this event. Finally, I would like to thank students and parents who have made MIT Bengaluru. So thank you once again. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. We thank all the dignitaries profusely for spending your valuable time with us. We delightfully request you all to please descend from the dais and kindly occupy the front seats in the auditorium and join us for remaining part of orientation.
let's begin with a video that offers a glimpse of MIT Bangalore, a place which is inspired by life.
Excellence is a mindset, one that inspires you to go beyond your comfort zone to achieve your full potential, driving you towards greatness. It was with this mindset with which the visionary Dr. TMA Pai set out to achieve excellence in education at Manipal over 6.5 decades ago. He pioneered independent India's first privately funded medical school by setting up Kasturba Medical College in 1953. Over the years, Manipal has grown from strength to strength, creating multidisciplinary world-class institutions in India and across the globe.
Over here we have courses that are both challenging and rewarding. The courses are widely varied from computer science to electronics to cybersecurity, data science, etc. The faculty over here both excel in their own fields and are amazing at also mentoring. This was absolutely the right choice for me, and I do wish to see you here in Mahe, where the sky is the limit.
You belong here.
Inspired by life. Thanks for the wonderful video. MIT is renowned for its rigorous academic excellence, pioneering research, and strong focus on applying knowledge to real-world challenges. We take pride in fostering a diverse, inclusive environment that encourages learning, collaboration, and mutual respect. As we begin this journey, remember, knowing the rules of the game is key before you step into the field. Dear students, over the next 4 years, your mission is to navigate and embrace the academic ecosystem at MIT, unlocking the successful engineer within you. Keeping this in mind, we are happy to have with us Dr. Prema KV, Associate Director, MIT. She has always shown keen interest in our activities, and in her, we found our great strength and support to all the programs we undertake. May I now request Dr. Prema KV, Associate Director, MIT, to kindly elaborate on the academic framework and learning journey at MIT.
Good morning, students. I'll quickly take you through the academic process. I request both the students as well as the parents to pay attention to what I'll be explaining now, because this is important for you to know as well as follow over the coming 4 years. The flow of my presentation is as follows. I'll be going through the current BTech programs that are being offered for the 2025 admission batch. Some of the highlights of the BTech curriculum, followed by the academic process that is followed for all the graduating students at MIT Bengaluru, and also some student support systems. For the batch 2025 onwards, there are 2 streams, computer science stream and electronics stream. All students of computer science stream will get admitted to BTech in computer science and engineering. In the first 2 years, the students will be studying all the fundamental courses that any computer science graduate is expected to know. Then in the 4th semester, that is after the 4th semester results are announced, based on your CGPA, you will have the option to choose one of the following specializations. Some of the specializations that are currently being offered are BTech in CSE with specialization in artificial intelligence and machine learning. We briefly call it as AIML. Then specialization in cybersecurity, data science, quantum computing. Then BTech CSE with specialization in gaming and digital twinning, and also specialization in robotics and artificial intelligence. For the students who take admission to electronics stream, there are different specializations such as BTech in electronics and communication engineering, BTech in electronics and computer engineering, BTech in electronics engineering with specialization in VLSI design and technology, and the last one is BTech in robotics and artificial intelligence. Please note that as part of BTech CSE specialization course programs, there will be 5 lab integrated courses amounting to 20 credits, which the students will be studying starting from 5th semester onwards. Now, suppose a student does not want to opt for any of these specializations, he can stay with BTech CSE and his degree will be just BTech Computer Science and Engineering without any specializations. For the batch 2025, the total number of credits a student must earn to get the basic BTech degree is 160 credits, and these credits are distributed across the 4 years. In the first semester, a student needs to earn 22 credits, second semester another 22 credits, so it is coming out as, it's summing up to 44 credits in the first year. Similarly, in the second year, it is 43 credits, third year, 42 credits, and in the fourth year, it is 31 credits. Totally, it is 160 credits. Out of this, in the final semester, student has to do a project work, which is for 12 credits. There are humanities and management subjects summing up to 6 credits. And similarly, we have a mandatory learning course called as industrial training, which is for 1 credit. And there are open electives. 3 open electives are there, starting from 5th semester, 1 open elective in the 5th semester for 3 credits, another one in the 6th semester for 3 credits, and the third one in the 7th semester for another 3 credits. These are all mandatory learning courses. When I say mandatory learning courses, what we mean is student has to compulsorily attend these courses and clear these courses, but the performance is not used for CGPA calculation. Then in the 7th semester, we have only electives. They could be program electives related to your specializations and related to your what is called as minor specialization, or they can also be open electives. 8th semester, there are no classes as such. A student is expected to do a project work, and students do this project work most of the time in the industry where they will be getting a stipend. Or if the student doesn't want to go to the industry because he wants to pursue his higher studies, then he can stay back in the institution and do the project work under a faculty. We follow flexible credit system. 160 credits is what is expected from a student to get the basic BTech degree. However, a student has the option to choose minor specialization. Minor specialization comprises of 4 subjects, a basket of 4 subjects which a student has to study, along with a mini project. Mini project is compulsory and it is for 8 credits. So if a student opts for minor specialization, then the total number of credits that he will be getting is 168 credits. For meritorious students who are capable of putting that additional effort and acquiring additional 20 credits, we have a BTech Honors program. So if a student opts for that, there is a CGPA cap. I'll explain the subsequent slides. So he will be able to get 180 credits corresponding to BTech Honors degree. Now a student wants BTech Honors degree and also minor specialization, then the total number of credits that he can acquire is 188 credits. Now the students who want to pursue higher studies, maybe in the form of master's degree or directly going for doctoral studies, for them getting a BTech Honors degree here will have a lot of weightage. We follow 10-point credit system. The number of credits assigned for a course depends upon how many classes he is supposed to attend per week. If it is a theory course, normally a student will have 3 lecture hours followed by 1 hour of tutorial, which is coming out to be 4 credits. For laboratory courses, it will be 2 hours in the lab, and that will come out as 1 credit subject. And the student has to clear all these subjects, either theory or lab courses. Normally, there will be 6 theory courses and 3 laboratory courses. So if a student clears all those passes in all those subjects, we say that a student has completed that particular semester. This is related to attendance regulations. We want and we wish that a student attends all the classes throughout the semester. But due to various reasons related to maybe health or some family functions, students may not be able to attend some of the classes. So minimum of 75% attendance for every class is compulsory. Students must know that they need to attend classes not just for the sake of attendance, but also to understand the subject in a better way. Because in the class, teachers will be giving a lot of examples, they will be discussing different case studies and solving different numericals. So if you attend the classes, you will be able to grasp those concepts in a better way, and you'll be able to excel in those particular courses. So because of that, at least 75% attendance is compulsory for all the students. If you do not have a 75% attendance, you will not be permitted to sit for the end semester examination. So for whatever other activities you have, maybe some functions or some you want to participate in some other events outside your college, or you have health issues, all that you should manage with the remaining 25% at whatever that exemption you are having. So please keep that in mind. If a student does not have 75% attendance, is said to have what is called as a DT grade, detained in that particular course, and the student has to re-register for that course whenever the course is again offered, attend the classes and acquire the attendance. Only then he will be permitted to sit for the end semester examination. So I request both the parents as well as the students to keep note of this, and don't keep on sending leave letters to the teachers. That cannot happen here. You have sent the student here to learn and to excel, and you should allow that to happen. Whenever a student has failed, you need to re-register for the courses along with the regular semester, and there is a re-registration fee for both theory as well as the lab courses. And because we do not want the student to be overloaded by re-registering for all the courses that he has failed, re-registration as well as registration for the current semester is allowed for a maximum of only 36 credits in a particular semester. Evaluation process comprises of two components: in-semester assessment for 50 marks and another end-semester assessment for another 50 marks. The in-semester assessment is divided into three components. The first one is a quiz, followed by midterm exam for 30 marks. The quiz is for 10 marks, and then we have assignment for another 10 marks. So totally it is for 50 marks. Then at the end of the semester, there will be end semester exam for another 50 marks. Both the in-semester as well as end-semester marks are added together, and then the results will be declared. For laboratory courses, there is continuous evaluation. What has to be done in the lab will be covered by the teacher in the previous class. Teacher will have already informed, this is what we are going to do in the next lab. So we expect the students to come prepared for the lab. Don't be under the impression that I'll go and sit and relax in the lab, my teacher will start teaching me ABCD of what I'm going to do. That's not going to happen. You have to come prepared for the lab, and you have to start right away executing your programs or conducting the experiments. The teachers are going to observe this, and you can call the teacher only when you have some difficulty. Your program is not running or experiment is not working. Definitely teachers are there, they are going to come and help you. And you will be assessed for your performance in the lab. So that is a continuous evaluation for 60 marks. Then there is a lab exam conducted at the end of the semester, that is for another 40 marks. As I told, we follow a 10-point grading system, and there are grades given for different range of marks. So the highest grade is A+, and the grade point corresponding to this grade letter A+ is 10. Similarly, A corresponds to 9 grade points, B to 8, and so on. So to pass in a particular subject, a student has to get a minimum grade of E. Without E grade, then the student will be declared as having failed in that subject, and it is a F grade. A student does not have attendance, so he cannot write or sit for the end semester exam, so it's a DT grade. But a student is having attendance, and he is eligible to write the end semester exam, but on the day of the exam, he met with some emergency. Maybe, he had some severe sickness or something else happened. Then he immediately informs the department about his inability to come to the end semester exam, and he will be getting what is called as a I grade. I grade means incomplete. He could not complete that particular course because he did not attend the end semester exam. So such students are permitted to write the exam again whenever that particular subject examination happens. End semester examination is compulsory for all the students. Although you may have very good marks in your internal assessment, say 45 out of 50 you have, then you cannot say that I will not write the end semester exam. You have to compulsorily sit for the end semester exam and you have to score a minimum of 18 marks. Even though your internal marks is very high, if your end semester exam marks is below 18, you will be failing in that particular subject. Please keep that in mind. Attending the end semester exam is compulsory and scoring minimum of 18 marks is required. Internal as well as end semester exams, as I told, when you add up together, it should be greater than the cutoff for a particular subject. We follow what is called as a relative grading here. So the performance or what grade a particular student gets in that particular course depends upon the performance of the other students in that particular semester. So that is called as relative grading. And the cutoff marks, the passing marks for a subject is not fixed like in other institutions. It's not 35 always. It may vary depending upon the performance of the class. So please keep that in mind and perform accordingly. So if the cutoff marks is likely to vary between 35 to 49. Please keep that in mind and don't think that I got 45, so why am I failing? You're likely to fail. It depends upon how your other students in the class are performing in that particular course. This is called as a relative grading. Please keep that in mind. And also please note that we allow all the students to see all their answer scripts. Whether it is midterm exam or end semester exam, you can see your answer scripts. And if you have any grievances, you can write it down. You can bring it to the notice of the teachers. And after the paper seeing only, your end semester results will be announced. So please keep that this in mind. Don't try to book your travel ticket soon after the end semester examination. After the end semester examination, maybe in about a week or 10 days, there will be paper seeing process happening. You will be getting notifications related to that. If you are interested in seeing your papers, you have to wait, see your papers, and then only you can go back for vacation. For the students who have not cleared a particular subject, before the next semester begins, there will be makeup examination conducted. This is for the theory papers. And suppose a student has not cleared the lab courses, then there will be, suppose it is winter break, then there will be winter labs happening after your end semester examination. Or if it is a summer semester, then summer labs will be happening. All these still will happen before the commencement of the next semester. A student has failed in a particular subject and he is writing the makeup exam again. So this is the second attempt at that particular, for that particular course. Then is the maximum grade that he can get, he is capped at C. He will not, even though he has performed well, he will not be getting B grade or A grade. The maximum grade that he can get is a C grade only, because this is his second attempt. Whereas if a student is having I grade, which means that he could not write the end semester exam due to very valid reasons, then there is no capping for his grade. So the academic performance is indicated in terms of what is called as a cumulative grade point average, or CGPA, which is calculated at the end of every semester. Over the successive semesters, we follow what is called as grade point averages for every semester. And for successive semesters, we follow what is called as CGPA, or cumulative grade point average. So re-registration will happen whenever a student is unable to clear a particular course. And courses with the DT and F grades Okay, then they are offered, whenever they are offered, re-registration has to happen. Then this is very important, every student must know this. In order to progress from one year to another year, student must have acquired minimum number of credits. As I told earlier, in the first year, the total number of credits that a student is expected to earn is 44 credits, but he has failed in some subjects. So at the end of the first year, the student must have a minimum of 26 credits. Only then he will be promoted to second year. Otherwise, the student will remain in what is called as academic probation. He is not eligible to go to the third semester. Then he has to attend first semester or second semester classes, depending upon which subjects he has failed, clear those subjects, acquire the required number of credits as 26 that is mentioned here. That is minimum you should have. Only then you will be eligible to go to the second year. Similarly, at the end of the second year, student must have a minimum of 68 credits to get promoted to the third year. Without that, the student will be in academic probation. For the third year also, to get promoted to the fourth year, minimum number of credit requirements is 110. When a student is not having these number of credits, he will be in academic probation. Two such successive academic probations will result in termination from the engineering program. Please keep this in mind. Suppose for 2 successive years you are not able to clear the minimum credits required, then you may have to leave the institution. I hope none of you will put yourself in such situations. For those students who are capable of putting in additional efforts, they have that zeal and enthusiasm and they have the energy also, we offer what is called as BTech Honors program. It's completely optional. To apply for BTech Honors, a student must have a CGPA of 8.5 at the end of the 4th semester. For this BTech Honors program, student needs to study subjects at a higher level, 5 grade subjects or PG level subjects. They will be studying 3 such subjects of 4 credits each, and they will be acquiring additional 12 credits. Apart from that, the student has to do a project work under one of the faculty mentors. That project work must ultimately result in a journal paper. So through this process, he will get another 8 credits. So totally student has to acquire 20 additional credits. Then in his degree certificate, he will be getting BTech Honors in computer science and engineering. Then within the bracket, whatever is the specialization that the student has chosen. Again, we are providing this option to the students to go for what is called as minor specialization. This is apart from BTech Honors. So to get this minor specialization, there is a basket of 4 subjects under each of these specialization streams. The student can opt for that, and they have to study these 4 courses. Each course is of 3 credits. They will be studying these 4 courses in the 2 semesters, 6th semester as well as the 7th semester. They also have to compulsorily do a mini project of 8 credits to get the minor specialization. So the minor specialization will appear in their marks card. Student has done minor specialization in so and so field. Suppose there is a student of BTech CSC with specialization in AI/ML, and he wants to do a minor specialization in healthcare analytics. It is possible, and it will come, the minor specialization will come in only the 8th semester marks card, whereas the major specialization will come in the degree certificate. Please keep this in mind. Suppose there's a student with BTech in computer science and engineering, and he wants to do minor specialization in multimodal data analytics. He has to apply for that and then study those corresponding courses. The study will happen in the 6th semester as well as in the 7th semester. We also provide semester abroad opportunity for our students so that they get a global exposure. They can go to one of the universities with whom we have an MOU, study the courses in that particular university, and credits will get transferred to MIT. So for the students to be eligible to apply for this semester abroad program, there's a CGPA cap of 7. Students with a CGPA of 7 and above only are eligible to apply for this semester abroad scheme. We have an international department here. Internationalization office is there. There's assistant director internationalization. Students can get in touch with the particular office if they are interested in pursuing semester abroad program. During the induction program also, our internationalization office will be making a presentation and explaining this entire process in detail. We are a green campus, and as much as possible, we try to avoid the usage of paper. So all our assessments happen in the digital mode. First is our quizzes. The quizzes will happen in a LMS, Learning Management platform. Similarly, our assignment is also in the LMS portal. Then our midterm and end semester exams are going to happen on what is called as a ePad. There is a digital tablet called as ePad, and students will be writing their mid-semester as well as the end semester exam on this ePad. Students will be trained on how to use the ePad. The advantage is students need not carry anything to the exam, no need to carry the stationery, and the ePad is also coming with, it comes with built-in pens and pencils and also calculator. And even the valuation is also going to be done by the teachers in a digital mode. And the ePad also, we have seen that it eliminates copying as well as any kind of totaling errors that may creep in. We have what is called as lecture capture solution, LCS. So whenever a teacher takes the class, that particular class is video recorded and it is available to the students that day evening. So for any reason, if a student is unable to attend a particular class, that day evening the video lecture of the teacher, what was taught in the class is student life cycle management system. It is a single window for the students to know about all their credentials. The students' details are available. There will be login credentials shared with the students as well as the parents. So the students can see their class timetable, their attendance status, and also any kind of notifications, any kind of circulars. They will also be posted on this SLCM portal. Academic records, your marks in different subjects, it will be visible in SLCM portal. And also any financial details related to your regular fee payment or re-registration fee payment. All this will be available on this SLCM portal. Students can also apply for NOC, that is no objection certificate, to go to internship or any other activities. And then branch transfers, withdrawals, re-registration, makeup exams, all these related activities student has to do in the SLCM portal. And you'll be getting a detailed explanation of how to use the SLCM portal in the coming days. Please note that this SLCM portal is also very, very important for the student parents. Parents will also receive the login credentials through the details which the student has provided. If parents are not having the login credentials, please now only in the first semester only get in touch with the mentors of the students and ensure that you have login credentials and you are able to see the attendance and progress or performance progress of your wards. Please, I request all the parents to periodically log into the SLCM portal and see what is happening to your wards performance. So you can see that attendance of different subjects will be visible to the student as well as the parent. The internal marks, the different marks components, fee details, whatever outstanding dues that you have to pay, all that will be visible. Next is so our SLCM acts like a single window for both students as well as the parents. Please keep this in mind. This is our academic calendar in brief. Your classes are going to start from the next Monday, 21st July. After that, after 1 month, after around 1 month, there will be a quiz. Then after that, there will be midterm exam. Then towards the end, there will be assignments as well as lab exams going on. So the internal details like when is your quiz, when is your midterm, these timetables will be coming to you. So all of you are going to receive a learner email ID, and the notifications will be visible in SLCM as well as mails will be coming to your learner email ID. Please keep checking at the learner email ID. And if you have some issues with the learner email ID or you have any doubts, please keep in touch with your mentor. The last instructional day is November 12th. Then your end-sem examination is going to commence from November 17th and it will go up to 29th of November. Please note that after the end semester examination, there is a paper seeing process. After that only, you can plan your travel to your native places. And the second semester is going to start on January 5th, 2026. We have two important student support systems. One is a mentor-mentee scheme. So this, every student who is admitted for this batch is given a faculty mentor. The teacher is called as the mentor and the student becomes the mentee. This mentor-mentee scheme ensures that because first time you are into a professional college and first time you are seeing this campus facility, there may be a lot of things that you are not aware of. So your mentor will ensure that there is a smooth transition into your professional education. Mentor will ensure that, you know the various processes, you know what to do where, when, and how. The mentor will be calling each of the students every week in person and trying to ask you, is everything fine, or are you having any kind of difficulty? So please express yourself and inform the mentor if you are having any kind of difficulties or challenges. There is another important committee called as a class committee to ensure that you are progressing well in academics. So the class committee consists of a chairperson who is your HOD or dean, and all the teachers are part of this class committee. Then there will be student representative or class representative, or one or two other student members will be part of this class committee. The class committee meets 2 times in a semester. And when they meet, they want to know, from you first, what challenges are you facing regarding academics? Are you able to understand the classes properly? Are you able to do the experiments in the lab? So you are encouraged to speak up. Similarly, teachers will be telling, what are the issues, whether any student is not coming to the class, all those things will be discussed. Please note that if any student is absent for 3 or more classes continuously, immediately the information will go to your mentors, and they will be calling the student and trying to find out why the student is absent for the classes. Similarly, they will be calling the parents and informing them, see, your ward is not coming to the class, I try to call him, he is not picking up the call. We try to trace you. We'll trace you and find out what is the problem. So our intention through this student support system is to collect feedback mainly related to the academics, what about the classes or labs, so content delivery, and whether you are able to understand, do you need any additional help with regard to your classes. So all these things will be happening throughout the semester. So with this, I've come to the end of my presentation. I hope you are able to follow at least most of the things that I explained. If you have any doubts, you can meet me or any of your teachers in the coming days. Education is not learning the facts, but it is the training of the mind to think. And this is what we would like to do here at MIT. We would like you to apply your mind and you get trained for this. Stay focused, and that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for conveying detailed information about the academic process at MIT. MIT is primarily a residential campus, home to over 5,000 students in its hostel. Our student community represents diverse background, each bringing unique stories and experiences. From today onwards, we encourage you to fully engage with a wide range of academic and personal growth opportunities available, shaping both your intellect and character for a meaningful student life. To support this journey, MIT is deeply committed to offering personalized care and attention to every student during their time here. The hostels at MIT are not just accommodations, they are truly a home away from home, a vibrant community where lifelong friendships are built and holistic development is fostered. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Sarita Vijaynagar, Chief Student Officer Mahe, to brief you the guidelines of the hostel facilities at MIT.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Yeah, we need energy, yes? Thank you. For me, to come after Dr. Prema's session, where there has been so much shared about the academic requirements and the rigor of the course that is there, is always a little challenging, so I'll start on a little lighter note. I think you've already seen these pics. So this is not just for hostel students. We have a lot of activities and engagement initiatives that happen through the year for our students to engage and participate. The hostels are occupied by students from across institutions. MIT TAPME, which is the management institute. Then we have design school. We have commerce students. We have people from liberal arts and humanities. So there's a range of students and backgrounds that they come from. So it's an opportunity to build bonds with all of them and understand a holistic picture that's required for you to, make memories and progress in your journey. So there are a lot of these events and activities that happen through the year. So whether we start normally from the Ganesha festival, which is immediately after the onboarding, then there will be, a lot of fun and fun activities that happen through the year. These are just some of the glimpses. I think Professor Madhu also shared this. So whether it is, festivals or whether it is student events, there's something happening every time, and keeping students engaged, and you will also get to know yourself. So many times we've seen that students who have not really participated much in their schools and 11th, 12th come forward and discover themselves in terms of their skills and talents which they had. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity for that. So student engagement, various initiatives which I spoke to you about. We, from the last 2 years, this is going to be our 3rd year, we have a signature event which is called as Rubaru. And this is basically about Rubaru with your own self, mirroring and understanding where you are and what your strengths and talents are. So Rubaru is an inter-institutional competition that happens, and there are about 35 plus events that are there, which are both literary as well as cultural, and students participate in that from various institutes. It's a competition, and one of the institute wins the cup. So last year the cup was won by MIT. So I'm sure with the new batch of students joining in at MIT, there's going to be more strength and power to MIT, but let's be mindful other institutes will also have that power joining in. So please participate in these activities and initiatives and clubs and various engagement programs that happen through the year. There are student bodies that support the students for various activities. So we've spoken about MES, there's MES committee that is there. So all the students who stay in hostels compulsorily have to take the MES facility. You are provided with meals 4 times a day. We'll get into that a little later. So there's a committee representing students from every institute where you can give feedback or the challenges or difficulties that you may have, which can be discussed here. Anti-ragging in another committee which is headed by the Pro-VC. Internal Complaints Committee, this is basically a committee to ensure a safe environment for all our students. It's basically under POSH, Prevention of Sexual Harassment at Workplace. This is a committee that addresses those issues. There's a disciplinary committee where when there are students, there are bound to be issues and challenges that are there, and we are mindful of ensuring that we just not prepare the students for their day-to-day life and their course, but also in terms of going forward, collaborate, and discipline is a very, very important component of our growth. So there's a committee that addresses any violations that are there to the code of conduct as well as the hostel rules and regulations. There's a central student body. It's a very prestigious student body where there are representatives from all the institutes who are there. These are selected members or nominated members from the institute, so MIT representatives will be there. So also the other institutes, and this is a body where we bounce off all the ideas, and they actually give us the pulse of what's happening at the ground or what the students need, and we plan our activities according to that. There's another music club, the Music Room Muse, which we had started last year, and there are institute bands that are there that perform and practice here. Now, this is again applicable to all the students. Campus security, this is something which we are very, very committed to, and every student who's here, is taken care of, and I will just display to you what all we do here. But I believe that campus security and your safety and security is a joint responsibility. It is not just about us putting all the, efforts or the infrastructure in place, but it is also you who have to put that effort. So there is video surveillance. This particular campus has more than 1,300 CCTV cameras that are spread across the campus and the hostels in the common areas. And there is a command center that actually monitors these activities and highlights any issues that they may notice or, for necessary action. There is entrance control and visitor management. So people who come to the campus, there is a proper process of entrance and visitor management that is followed. In the hostels, for attendance, there is a biometric system that is in place. So there's no concept of proxy. It's a biometric facial recognition-based attendance system, which is followed for attendance monitoring. Command center is there, as I mentioned to you. Man guarding, we have 24/7 security across our hostels and the entire campus. And we have our team that takes care of firefighting. Round the clock, we have security who are manning our facility. There are bag checks that happen. There is parcels that the students order that are also liable to be checked. There is patrolling that happens both in the campus, off campus. The patrolling happens, and there can be also frisking that is a part of the requirement. If any time the security feels that there is a need for frisking, they are free to frisk. Of course, bearing in mind the gender sensitivities that are involved, frisking will be done. Now, while I say this is all that we are doing, you as a student are also equally responsible for ensuring your own safety. I want a little time to be spent on this, and I want also parents to make a note of these things. First, most important thing is that if as a student you're finding any challenges or difficulties, you must reach out for help. Okay, you must reach out for help in case you feel anything which is not convenient or there is any kind of a problem that you face, please reach out for help. Attendance for classes is through the SLCM, and parents can see the SLCM portal. Please monitor the attendance of your wards, because if they are in the hostels or if they are attending the course, minimum 75% attendance is required. And as far as hostels is concerned, attendance is mandatory. In case they are not on leave, then attendance in the hostel is mandatory. If we do not know the whereabouts of the student at the time of attendance marking, and we don't have a leave application, we don't know where the student is, we are not able to reach out the student, we are also bound to give the police complaint if there is no information available to the, of the student to us, to friends, to parents. Then, we will also initiate, filing a police complaint, because this is something which is sacrosanct, and for the safety of students, we need to do this. Very important, correct parent details. Please ensure while you are registering at the hostels and in the SLCM during admission process, please ensure correct information is available about the parents, whether it is the email ID or whether it is the phone number, because these are the details which are going to be used for any kind of a communication, any kind of approval that we need from the parents. So please ensure whatever you may have given at the time of admission may be different. Typically at the time of admission, the numbers that are given are the students' numbers that are given, both the first and the second. But this time when you are doing registering, please ensure in addition to the correct number of the student, the correct number of the parents is also shared with us. Now, there are railway tracks around this place. We do not want any incidents happening around. Students are very happy in their own space, listening to music and walking around with earphones, noise cancellation earphones. We do not want mishaps happening. Please be mindful that you do not walk on those railway tracks. It's not safe. Unauthorized freshers parties. I'm sure by now you have formed groups, WhatsApp groups, unauthorized groups, and you will have people reaching out. Please do not participate in unauthorized freshers parties, whether you're a day scholar or whether you're a hostel student. I do not want problems to begin, okay? It is safe to be there in whatever authorized events that are happening, and I'm sure each school does their own activities and events to welcome the freshers. In fact, we do something called as Swagatam, which is basically for all hostel students. There's an event that happens where it is organized in the campus and all the students are welcome. It's a cultural evening and it's fun time. So those things will be organized by us in an authorized manner. Do not accept invitations, do not make payments for these activities outside the campus. Parents also to make a note of it. Wrong company, wrongdoings. I think each one of us has a sense of what is right, what is not right. Please, let your gut decide that for you and be mindful of that. There are water bodies around, not just exactly around, but there are some spaces students do take walk and then go in those areas, but it's not safe for swimming. Speed limits, important to follow, and when you are on two-wheelers and things like that, please ensure you wear your helmets and refrain from all wheeling and all such stunts. It is not helpful. We've had incidents, and that is why some of these things are listed here. Whether the incidents are ours or of neighboring institutions, it is not necessary for us to have our incidents, which are not pleasant. Please be mindful of that. Yeah, so that's where I said it's basically a joint responsibility. And as far as hostels are concerned, the leave applications have to be applied by the student on the Zolo Scholar app. So that is why it is important that all students, when you are doing a registration in the hostels, you download the Zolo Scholar app, not just for yourself, but your parent also has to download. And the leave application, student has to request leave, parent has to approve. Then the parent's approval goes to the warden, basis which gate pass will be generated, which the security will verify before the student leaves the campus, and the process is repeated when the student comes in, repeated from security to warden, and then the admission, then the attendance of the students is marked going forward. Equally important, health. So there is a 24/7 clinic at the campus, which is available. Doctors are available 24/7. We have nurses that are there. We have healthcare coordinators in the hostels who also support the students in terms of anything required in terms of taking the student to the clinic, or if there is an emergency and a student needs an ambulance or a healthcare coordinator to accompany the student to the hospital, that is taken care of. And there is also an insurance of up to 3 lakhs available for all the students. There's a pharmacy that's available in the campus, so students can avail this facility. And I hope while you all have packed for your children, you have also packed basic medication that they may be requiring for their prescription medicine, or at least some basic medicine for paracetamols and things like that before they get into purchasing and things and such requirements. Now, again, this is already touched by Professor Madhu, but when we speak about mental health, it's equally important for us to speak about emotional health and well-being. So the Manam program is something that is very unique to us, and we've launched it last year. Student counselors are there. We have a large team of student counselors that are available on the campus. And we have a 24/7 tie-up with Your Dost, which is a platform, online platform, where students can reach out for any support that they need at, say, 2 o'clock at night. You may not have a counselor, but you will have someone who will be able to, connect with you and address, have that counseling session even at that hour. So this help is also available. The requirement would be we have to share the data, the registration numbers for it to be activated for you, and the rest of the details you will be providing. Internet, I think this is as important as oxygen these days. I don't think we, can manage without internet. So there is a tie-up we have with IBIS, and they are our Wi-Fi providers. So there is about 30 Mbps of, a speed facility that will be provided to you, and on 3 equipments this can be provided, and both on campus for the day scholars as well as for hostel students. This facility is available, unlimited data, and there are no hidden charges. There's a Campus Smart at the campus. Students, for their basic requirements, they can also reach out to Campus Smart. There's a stationary mart for a similar requirement. There is a salon that is there at the campus. And again, I'm not going here about the marina and the other facilities that we have. So this is about the facilities that we have at the campus. And when we come to hostels, we have about over 5,500, closer to 6,000 hostel beds that are available in the campus this year. And this is a combination of various categories of maybe you will have a single room or a double room or a triple occupancy room, and we also have a quadruple room. That means 4 people in a room. These are combinations of AC and non-AC. And hostel booking, is at the time of, for the first years, it is at the time of booking whatever is available. First come, first serve basis, whatever is available. Now, when we look at support at the hostels, we have wardens, we have housekeeping services, we have repairs and maintenance, and we have health coordinators for any support that is required. And the wardens will be the first point of contact for the students in case of any support that is required. And the Zolo app also has a ticketing system. So if in your room, suppose there's a tap leakage issue, it's a plumbing issue, you can raise the ticket in the app, and they will come and rectify it. Now, hostel allotment subsequent years. Now we have understood that what is it for the first year. For the first year, first come, first serve basis, whenever you are booking, whatever is available. Subsequent years, it is based on CGPA. Now, it can be if you're going in for a single room, you need to have a real good CGPA to be able to get that, because, that is the only criteria along with the hostel track record and availability, of course. You can desire, but if this criteria does not meet, then we may not be able to provide you your desired category of room. There's allocation for all the institutes that are there depending on the requirement, and it will be a mix of the combinations that I spoke to you about. So academic CGPA for a single occupancy, and the combined CGPA for the double occupancy, triple and quadruple. So we also have an option for you to select your roommates. This is there from the second year onwards. And then if you select your roommate, one is at 8, the other one is at 5, your average CGPA will be considered at the time of allotment for your preferred category of room. So this is something you'll have to be mindful of. And of course, hostel track record is very important. So we've shared the hostel rules and regulations. All the hostel students, I hope before booking hostels, you all have gone through the hostel rules and regulations and also the code of conduct. If there are violations, these will be tracked very religiously in the hostel track record, and it will impact your hostel accommodation in the subsequent years also. And of course, availability is an important parameter here. Mess facility, as I mentioned, we have mess facility for parents. I mean, of course, घर का खाना नहीं मिलेगा, गरम फुल्का नहीं मिलेगा, घी से बना नहीं मिलेगा, but you will get food. You will get, enough food that is there, enough to feed them and keep them healthy. So there's breakfast, lunch, evening snacks, and dinner, and the timings are indicated here. You may have, if you have done the registration, you may have selected one of the partners, either Chef's Touch or Bluda. Every month, at the end of the month, there is a small period, a 2-day window that is available in case anybody wants to make a change. If there are seats available in the alternate, options that are there, you can make those changes. Now, when it comes to night orders, so students have to order only through these two vendors. There is nothing that you will get from Swiggy and Zomato after you are inside the hostel blocks. If you cannot pick it up on your own, you cannot order Swiggy, Zomato. It has to be through these night order partners only. That is our authorized partners, which is Chef's Touch and Blue Dove. Laundry services is a compulsory service for all the hostel students, and it is basically about 30 cycles for the academic year, 6 kgs each time. And so there's a place where you'll have to drop your laundry and pick it up from there. All those details will be shared with you. And up to 30 washes, this is covered in the 7,100 that you have paid. Beyond that, it is chargeable. A Zolo Scholar app is an important app for you to download because this serves as your point of contact for your leave, for raising tickets, for for even the engagement initiatives we publish here, even for changing your mess partner. This becomes an important requirement. You need to do that, and of course we also collect feedback here. So leave application, maintenance, everything is covered through this, and also parcel management. So we have a parcel management service, which is there in gate number 3, which is the hostel gate, where any parcels that students comes. Typically, if you order, something from an Amazon or say a Myntra or any of these partners, you may be in the class, and then it becomes a problem for you to collect. So this is a facility that is provided for the students, that it can be collected in the parcel counter, but it will be OTP based. When you collect, you'll get an OTP if your parcel is collected, and you have to show the OTP to collect it. So this is a facility that is provided. So that is also through the Zolo app. Zolo app is only for the hostel students. Now again, for hostel students, there are certain items which are permitted and certain items which are not permitted. There are certain items which are permitted at a charge. Now I'll go through the list. Now in case any of you have brought items which are not permitted, please ensure it is returned and sent back along with your parent, because if it is found during audits, it will be confiscated. And when I say confiscated, then there is no negotiation ki de do, I'm going back on holidays and things like that. It is basically not allowed. So what is allowed without any charges are table lamps, personal tech equipment, your charging equipments, your electric shavers, inhalers, vaporizers, nebulizers up to 500 watts for medical purposes. And these is the permitted electrical gadgets with cost, which is indicated here. So your kettle, I'm speaking of the basic kettle where you can heat water, but not a multi-kettle kind of multi-purpose kettle where you can cook. So that is not allowed. No cooking is allowed inside the hostels. So hair dryers, hair straighteners, and your electric combs, all these are allowed. So this is a list that is there. Now currently none of the students have paid for this. If you have brought, once we open it in the system, in the hostel management system where you have used for hostel booking, this will be enabled, and a communication to that effect will be sent to all the students. The students will have to pick whatever items they are bringing and will have to make the payment of that. After that, they'll have to go to the warden, show the items, get a verification, and then you can keep it. Okay, so till that process is not completed, we are fine with you holding those items, but once complete, sorry about that, once completed, then we will check these things. Then, of course, these items are not allowed. One second. So your TVs, washing machines, portable or otherwise, fridge, knives, which are basically safety hazard, and similar likes, immersion coils, iron boxes, steam irons, electric massagers, coolers, all these are not allowed. No induction stove is allowed. Multi-purpose kettles are not allowed. Microwave ovens, rice cookers, these things are not allowed. So if any of the hostel students are carrying these, please ensure you return it back and let your parents take it back. Very important, again, to speak a little on the disciplinary issues. We have a zero tolerance on ragging, manhandling, substance abuse, then alcohol, cigarettes, vapes. Now we are talking about, when I speak about banned substance, alcohol, cigarettes, vapes, it is possession and consumption. If any student is found in possession of any of these things, even if it was not smoking in the campus or in the hostel room, it is still considered as a violation. A student is not supposed to be carrying these items, and this will be, recorded, and there is a disciplinary committee that addresses these concerns. So there will be, there will be warnings, there will be warning letters, there will be fines. There could also be impact on, suspensions, suspensions, both hostel as well as academic suspensions could be there. Ragging, zero tolerance. Manhandling, so typically in a manhandling case, somebody provocates and the other one initiates the fight. It's a problem for both. Okay, so be mindful of that. And banned substance, alcohol, these are something which are not accepted. Now, implications, while each one of them has implications, when we speak about ragging, the implications are as defined by the law. And, it could even be a police case. So a student has to be very, very mindful and not indulge in these activities. When we speak about ragging, it's not always about junior, senior. It could also be amongst yourself. If any student complains, that is why my first slide, when we spoke about safety, I had mentioned reach out if you need any support or help. Ours is a campus where we have zero tolerance on this. If any student is found indulging in this, there will be a strict action that is taken. And the person who heads the anti-ragging committee is the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Madhu. So absolutely zero tolerance on this. Another zero tolerance area is substance. If anybody found in this, so you saw Hitler and higher, while we all like the photos of the dogs around, please be mindful. This is because of our commitment to substance. If anybody found indulging in any of these things, found in possession, it is again under NDPS Act, and it can have a severe repercussion on your continuity in the campus. So suspension, typically what also happens, this is not mine, this is my roommate's. I don't know whose it is. If it is in your room, you're responsible for it. So keep your room closed if you're not inside. So a little bit on hostel do's and don'ts. Ensure hostel attendance is recorded. As I mentioned to you, hostel attendance is important. So there are silent hours from 12:30 a.m. at night to 6 a.m. This is basically, we could have had it earlier, but basically done for people to celebrate their birthdays. So 12:30 is the closing. And these birthdays, when celebrated, are celebrated in the common area, in the reception on the ground floor, and not across all the hostel block, the entire hostel block, or in the rooms. So that, and your, birthday cakes and all, with all those creams and all, don't go up. So that's why the celebration is on the ground floor, in the reception, where wardens and all that support that you need will be provided. And of course, so there are those protocols that are in place. Report to the campus by 9:30 p.m. I'm sure that many of you are not from Bangalore, and some of you even from Bangalore are well aware of the topography and of this place. So there is a 3-kilometer distance from the main road for you to come inside. And we are very mindful of the safety of our students. And up to 9:30, you can expect movement. So that is why we say that latest by 9:30, students have to be back to the hostel. That is back to the campus. Beyond 9:30, it is considered as violation of curfew. So no considerations, whether it is traffic jam tha, car broke down, or whatever it is not considered, because frankly speaking, for 5,500 students, I cannot listen to the reasons. So these are areas which are non-negotiable. Students are expected to be back to the campus by 9:30 p.m. every day. They can go out, we don't stop them. So they can go out from 6 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. And 9:30 p.m. they're expected to be back. And the campus is a very safe place, so they can still be outside having, maybe doing their morning, by their, post-dinner walks or doing some projects or assignment. 11 o'clock, they are supposed to be back in the hostel block, and the attendance starts at 10 o'clock. It's a facial recognition-based attendance system. So the details of all the attendance system, again, will be communicated to the students, but it is a facial recognition-based attendance system till the entire onboarding is completed and facial recognition completed for all the students. It is a manual attendance that will be taken till then, which may be a matter of a week at the most. And Follow the leave management process. I already spoke to you. Student has to apply, parent has to approve, then warden will, get that intimation. Once she approves, then it is basically the gate pass will be generated, which has to be, which will be validated and checked at the security. Now, hostel it's a hostel, yes? So it's not going to be like your convenience that you had at home. Maybe you had your individual room at home, or sometimes even with siblings, when you're sharing a room, there can be differences and there are issues. So here you're going to be meeting people for the first time and sharing a room with them. There are going to be definitely challenges. But this can be reduced if we are sensitive and considerate towards our roommates and other hostel students. So just be mindful of that. I think the basic things, I mean, me and my colleague Sujya or Sachin, we don't want to really hear the bathroom, clean nahi kiya, aise hi chhod diya. Don't make us listen to all those things. Please follow those etiquettes. I think it's very basic, but it's really painful to hear these things. So be mindful and sensitive to, your roommate and other people. Maintain strict discipline around the campus. Behave politely, respectfully, empathetically. We spoke about collaboration in the morning. We spoke about opportunities that students get in terms of whether it is going abroad, or whether it is your CGPA, or whether it is collaboration to working abroad or working in India, or the placement, the career that we spoke about. All this is possible when you follow certain basic guidelines, and this is all a learning process. So it's not just about what you learn in the academic space, but what you learn in the hostel will actually shape your future. Okay, so please be mindful of that. Carry your identity card at all times. The security or anybody official may ask you the ID card, which you are expected to showcase at that time. Be aware of the rules and regulations. Not knowing a rule and regulation does not mean that we can waive off that particular violation. You're expected to know rules and regulations. So I'm sure many of you may have gone ahead and booked hostels without reading all the attachments that we had shared or the link that we had shared. Please, this is the time before you really get started with your hostel life to understand those rules and regulations. Follow the student code of conduct. Cooperate during room audits. Room audits will happen. The wardens and the security are authorized to do the room audits. It's a random pick of the room and spaces. And sometimes our friends from, our PAW squad, the Hitler and higher also accompany for these audits. Students are supposed to bear that in mind. Cooperate during room audits. Keep only authorized electrical appliances and reach out to campus counselors in case you need any help. No invasion to privacy. So many times, again, this is when you speak about hostels, many of the students may get into video calls with their friends, with their parents. Please be mindful. You may have a roommate who may not be very comfortable with these, that also exposes her to the video coverage that's happening. Or sometimes, there is also this habit of, acha record kar lo. Okay, whether it's an audio recording of a meeting or a conversation, there's a strict no for that. Okay, anybody complains and any video taken or audio taken, circulated and without permissions will be considered as a strict violation. Act in ways that offend local cultural and social values. We are in a space where there are a lot of locals also around. We have to be mindful of that. Indulge in socially unacceptable behavior. I think each one of us knows what is socially acceptable behavior and unacceptable behavior. So today, if you kind of look at, there are a lot of things that go viral. Okay, in a metro, somebody did this. One girl boy did this, and that went viral. I do not want anything in our campus happening which is not socially acceptable, and I don't want things to be going around like this. So we are mindful of socially unacceptable behavior. Students are expected to make a note of this. Then damage university property, that goes without saying. Get involved in gambling and betting. So typically we have seen, many students indulge in some kind of betting and, I think there's so much of, information available in terms of the apps and, various things. These are, trust me, even if you're earning, it is a waste of time and it's not really worth it. Don't indulge, even if you're currently doing it, please do not indulge in these things. This, when it is reported, will definitely not be acceptable. Video, audio recording of any other student or staff member, financial fraud, fraudulent misrepresentation, stalking, not to be done. When I say financial fraud, it's like say for example, I showed you about the Campus Mart. Somebody goes inside, then there's this, they pick up something, but everything has to be billed. You cannot just walk out of a Campus Mart and say that, oh, I forgot to be billed. CCTVs are there, they're capturing. And then it's a painful job for us to then call the student, and you all are students of Mahe, Manipal, and that 50 rupees ka chocolate is not going to make any difference, but it's the discipline, and it is this whole journey is going to help to build your character, and this is where the character gets built. Now, nobody is watching, but don't do which, it may give you that, hi kiya re yaar kisi ne nahi dekha, but that's not the character. That innovation you show in all those labs that we spoke about, and we really would like to see there, but not in these areas. Now again, please don't keep large cash then your very expensive items in the room. Keep your room locked at all times. Whenever, I think today everyone has Google Pay and various online modes of payment. Please do not give cash to your children. It's better to handle that through those apps so that you have a record. And in any case, my another recommendation for parents would also be that watch their attendance and watch their financial transactions. Two things to ensure that your child is in the right path. Students you may not like, but this is for the parents, for them to know. These are the contact numbers for hostels, and you can reach out for anything. The more important thing that I want to bring here is the parents helpline number. Please make a note of parents helpline number. This is a 24/7 number where parents can reach out. This is only for parents, and parents can reach out for any help, any support that they need. Typically we get calls, my child is not picking up the phone. Can you please go and check? And we'll probably go there and find the child sleeping. So, but then yes, I can understand the anxiety, I can understand sitting far, you're worried. So anytime you have any issues or you want to report something, please reach out to us on Parents Helpline. We will get a report on that. And if there's an emergency, immediately, the necessary action will be initiated. Done. I'll move to the next slide. Again, just a few thoughts. This is again for parents. Let them struggle a bit. The reason I am saying this is basically the amount of calls that I have got from parents saying that my child got a triple common room, my child did not get an AC room, or my child got this room, that room. I think, it's a hostel, it's a place of adjustment, it's a place of learning. If you were to find on your own, probably you would have given them what they wanted for sure. And that's what you have done for their 16, 17 years of their life. Now let them find their path. Let them struggle a little. If they need help, they'll definitely reach out to you. And I'm sure you are there. All of us as parents are more than willing to do anything for our children. But I think in the process, it's not always good. Let them struggle a little. Let them find their path. Be available. Stay connected. Let them reach out to you. Please be available. And for students also, I think family. So typically in MIT, we have about 75% of students plus who take hostels. So many of you may be hostel students, and while you'll find new friends, lot of new things to do around here, please always remember your parents are also waiting for that one call, so just be mindful of that, and let them, and for parents, if they call, fine. If they don't, then trust them and trust the process. Trust the process and trust your child. Be mindful of subtle signs. Sometimes you may feel that, my child needs probably, there's a change in behavior and probably needs some help. Do reach out and celebrate small wins. So we spoke about, so many things that are happening on the academic side, non-academic side, whatever it may be. They'll make friends, celebrate them, be aware of what's happening. Keep growing alongside them. So this is what I would say. And welcome to Mahe Bengaluru, all the very best. And I would say that safar khoobsurat hai, manzil se bhi. This is up to you to make every day count. And journey is beautiful, All the best. Just before I end, I just have one small slide where we just play there's no voice. For some strange reason, there is no volume, so of all the fun that the students have at the campus. And it's not just fun, they learn, they grow, and I'm sure they'll be independent. So thank you once again, and all the very best to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now the platform is open for an interaction session. If you have any queries, you can ask. Dear all, I kindly request you to be seated. There are certain announcements to be made. I kindly request you to pay your attention. To reduce the plastic waste, water dispensers are available on the first and the ground floor, and we kindly request students and parents to make use of them. Every refill counts. Detach the plastic, embrace the tap. Together we can turn the tide on waste. Snacks are being distributed outside the auditorium. Please make your way to the designated area to collect your servings and enjoy a delightful treat. The induction program schedule for the next 3 days and the mentor-mentee list are being displayed on the screen. You can also scan the QR code provided in the invitation to get the schedule. Within the time slot of 2 to 4:30 p.m., all the students and parents are requested to meet mentors at MIT Academic Block 4. Along with that, you can have a campus tour. There is a humble request from our side. Let us stand together in honor of National Anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमालय
हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone. We request you all to please explore the campus and meet the advisors to talk about your interests and aspirations. I encourage you to go forth in the spirit of exploration and adventure.